Hi, everybody. Welcome to Roll with Advantage. Very excited to be here today for today's session of the Adventure of the Salamander Coast. It's been a while since I've been here. Very happy to be back. Oh, Cameron, you are a piece of 2D art. Let me fix that while I roll the intro.
For what I'm fucking doing, but I'm trying every fucking day.
I would have never even met you.
Sure, it's a very lengthy repertoire. But
a powerful warrior, which, you know, I definitely agree with you on, but
all right, we are back. You cannot leave, Jonathan. You're stuck here forever, at least the next 4 hours. So let's go ahead and dive in. As is tradition here on Roll Advantage, I do not do the summary. The players do the summary. This week on summary is Mark. Whenever you're ready, take it away, my good man.
All right.
Damn straight.
Hey guys, how we doing? I'm going to tell you about Book 9, Chapter 13 of the Salamander Coast campaign. Twitch.tv. A rough and tactical fight broke out in the bathhouse as the party faced off against Jin, Heimdall, or who seemed like Heimdall, and Jessica all at once, guarding a captured and bound Thrude. Carasilla managed to free Thrude right at the top of the fight, who eagerly fought on their side, saying that if a single hair of hers came out of place, she would be sure to put it back. Jessica was defeated during the fight, but was revealed to be nothing but a projection, her true self still alive and well elsewhere. Jin was also defeated, seemingly a pure construct, corrupted by Mezenkalnos with no man left within. He may also be alive somewhere else as well. But before they could defeat Heimdall, the inevitable finally happened. A wash of shadow came over the arena, and Ajax was finally corrupted. Heimdall made his escape, and the party began to fight their own sworn protector, Ajax, his undead form no longer showing any empathy for them. Suni nearly died, and Ajax was showing no signs of stopping. This prompted Carasilla. She was prepared to fulfill her dreaded promise to use the Balefire dagger and remove him from the weave. But before she could, Bianca stopped her, asking for just one chance to do this the good way. She brought out Ajax's old spear and shield and bidded him over with them. And some part of Ajax deep down underneath the Dark One's influence was compelled. And after being reassured by Bianca that the whole party would stay at his side until the end, he finally found the strength to let go of his corruption. The hammers, which were now chained into his skin, had to be ripped out. And as he held the spear and shield once again, he was burned by radiant energy. These two things practically killed him. But then, he saw Pelor, and he was promised a new lease on life, so long as he swore himself to the light. He did. And as he did, his undead form had died, but he was able to return anew, finally himself again, and a servant of Pelor. And we've all been standing there looking at him for 3 weeks.
Exactly. And that is right where we are going to pick up as I turn on some fucking good ambiance. Definitely had ready. Not me forgetting how to DM. I just did it on Saturday, but
I feel that.
wrong button. What the fuck?
Oh God. Hey Lord.
Baylor.
He's here.
What the hell? You heard me cursing. He was like, hey. Cut that shit out. Okay. So all of you are within the Misthaven bathhouse within the city of Kazinaka. The water still cascades down the karst cliffside as all of you sit there looking at Ajax, his form renewed, the radiance returned to his fur, a gleam in his one good eye, and this shimmer, the shield and spear he wields in his hands. The scars of the chains still remain. They'll always remain. Some scars of the Dark One can never be removed. But that sickness, that corruption is gone. And Ajax, you feel for the first time in a very, very, very long time at peace. There are blackouts in your memory. You remember most of your adventure up to this point. But there are moments that you can feel were blocked from you. In this moment, you try and break through to one of them, but all you see is flesh and blood, the squirming of limbs, maggots. So many dead bodies, many of which you aren't sure if they were innocent or not. So much death caused by your hand. But there's so much uncertainty about the origin of it and what happened in those moments. But there will be time for reflection some other time as you embrace the shield and spear and you feel connected. You feel Pelor's light burn within you. As all of your companions look to you, you can see that the focus is on you in this moment, but as all of you look to Ajax, happy in this moment, you hear this scraping sound behind all of you. Metal on stone. It's disturbing, to say the least. As you turn to look, you can see the halfway obliterated body of Jin, the mechanical man, crawling, one arm still attached to his torso, his face partially blown off, cogs and wheels exposed, just crawling towards all of you. So much anger in his eyes as he looks not just towards the party, but towards Renshi as most specifically.
I'm going to... Renshi's going to walk up to this crawling figure. It doesn't seem to pose a threat, right?
No.
Pretty... And he's going to squat and look at it in the eyes. And he's going to have his blade ready, kind of leaning on it as he's squatting down looking. And he'll say, I don't know where they took your light, but I will find it. Even in the darkest of shadows. I will find you again, Jin. And he's going to take his blade and he's going to stab its face.
As you stab into the face, you can hear the cogs immediately stop as the force of the blade is introduced but you still hear this harsh, mechanical, artificial tone emerge. These last drones of a voice emanating from what sounds almost like a broken record player. He gave me what you could not. Again.
I'm going to twist my blade and kind of flick it. He gave you a lie.
The construct falls lifeless to the ground.
His blade is still on the ground, right?
It is.
I'll walk up to that.
Okay, you walk up to it. You can see that it's an imitation of your sword. The wave-like patterns that are imbued with these different vestiges of the seasons. They glow. The hilt is still wrapped in a multicolored band of ribbons of the different seasons. All 5 of them.
I'll pick it up.
Rinshi, as you go to grab it, you feel your hand singe and immediately drop it as you are going to take some damage. Where's that dice at? There it is.
I hope it's not a lot of damage. It's not. I just looked at my hit points.
You take 7 points of necrotic damage as you go to touch it.
Okay.
And you can see as you do, from the hilt upward, the blade begins to rot. Like metal corrodes and blackens and turns to like mud and dust as it slops onto the ground. A blade fueled by hatred and shadow. When touched by someone who wields a true light, it melts away. It leaves a mark, though. You can see on the palm of your hand where you grabbed it, there is a spiraling snake. A symbol that, I would say after your defeat of Anvath for the party, you would recognize the symbol. Most of the Forsaken wear a ring. That is a snake biting the end of its tail, swirling around itself. Renshi's palm now bears that mark.
Wait, so it wasn't a symbol on the blade. It's like a symbol that got transferred to Renshi.
Yeah, when he picked up the blade, it burned into his palm. It branded him.
I think Bianca would step up behind Renshi as he does that. And you said she noticed that happen, right?
Oh, yeah. All of you would see, I mean, the whole thing transpire, and
Yeah.
you'd see Renshi pick up the blade. It sends, she drops it and sort of grabs his palm.
Okay. She would probably, like, give him a moment to see what he does next, I guess.
Do you know what this is, Bianca? And he's going to show you his palm.
That's the mark of the Forsaken. You're not familiar with this?
I just had to be sure. I'm not sure what this means. Do I feel different, Joe?
I was like,
You
The signs
feel
get rid
burning.
of one, pick up the
PvP
other.
again, baby!
you feel no dark urge growing within you. It just hurts. It stings.
That's the dark urge.
But
Evil
there's no
Renshi
difference in
now.
feeling. Except you really want to fucking kill Suni for some reason.
Suni's
I
new
feel-
nightmares are about Renshi.
Oh.
I feel this hatred.
Oh, God.
Dark Renshi the Wise.
We've been marked not on our skin, but in our own way. And she'll take out the little, because I assume we still have
Oh,
those
yeah.
idols in our pockets.
Forgot about that.
I'm
That's the
writing
point.
a book, so I have to remember things.
They're just a part of your lives now. They never go away.
So,
Yeah, that sucks.
actually, I don't know if Ajax. Well, Ajax, never mind. He's had more.
I
than
might
the other
have one now.
But-
She doesn't have an idol. How would we know?
How would we know? So then she'll show him those, or at least hers, and say, it's definitely not a good thing. But you're not alone. If you stick with us, as I assume you planned to, we can help each other.
Well, I guess we truly are in this together then.
Just communicate if you feel anything different, okay? Good or bad.
That goes for you all too. Like I said, we're in this together now, so. But this isn't to distract from welcoming your friend back. And he'll just look back towards Ajax and
Ajax is he's kind of been standing there watching everything, but as things kind of started to subside, he actually walks over to one of the pools of water
Mm-hmm.
and kind of kneels down and places his hand in the water. And all of you see a smile as
Yeah.
he kind of runs his hand through the water.
Ajax, you feel that cool rush of water shoot up your skin, and it causes. You can feel it. No one can see this because of the amount of fur, but you can feel the goose pimples run up your forearm and up to your shoulder.
He takes his hand out, kind of rubs it in his beard. You can feel the water on his face.
I'm back.
And he's going to get up and walk over to Suni and put his hand out towards Suni and say,
Unfortunately, we have to have another conversation.
Before Suni responds, he's gonna just kind of look at Ajax and like cock his head, and just, I don't know if this mechanically is going to mean anything, but I'd like to do one of my divine senses. Like he's gonna take a moment and just breathe in and try to sense if Ajax is still undead. I don't know if he is still considered that or not.
So, as you do, part of divine sense, it's undead, fey, fiends, and celestials, right?
Mhm.
So as you take that sort of deep breath in, looking at his hand, for anybody who's not Suni, it's impossible to tell that he's channeling this magic. It's innate. As you smell and just take in your surroundings, that foul odor of sulfur and decomposition isn't there anymore. There is a light scent on the air. Something like lilac or fresh baked bread. It is something so sweet, so warm. It's faint. It's not fully celestial, but there's a small hint. The same you would get from like an ASMR.
So as he does that, he's gonna like close his eyes and inhale very deeply and breathe out. And then we'll take Ajax's hand, but then like pull him in, as tiny of a person as he is, tries to pull Giant Lion Man, and we'll give him a hug. And we'll just say, it's good to have you back, Ajax.
Ajax leaning down, pat Suni on the back.
And yes, we can talk. I'd like
I'm
that very
glad to be
much.
back.
And he whispers,
I am sorry.
I forgive you.
So
Ajax just hugs Suni. He's just hugging Suni.
as that moment's happening, a few seconds passed, and you can hear Thrud go, well, it's very nice to, I suppose, see this happen. I didn't realize that there was that you had a... It's good to see you in a state where you seem much happier. I, however, am very appreciative of all of your help, but I think it's time I return home. I think that as much as you may not like him, and as much as I may not like him, Odin needs to know about Heimdall. And whatever creature inhabits his form now, he should know about it. And I promise you, when I go, I will let him and my father know how instrumental all of you were in making sure I stayed safe. Especially you, Carasilla. You prioritized everything to get me to safety, and I won't forget that. I promise that. And Carasilla just nods and smiles and says, as Carasilla,
like?
as Carasilla says, honestly, I'm happy you're okay, and I'm happy that we can finally have a positive emissary in Fjarlaleth for once. And Thrud says, yeah, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say emissary, but I'll do my best. And
Well, okay. I mean, you just got here. Like, are you sure we're not gonna, I don't know, hang out?
well, we did
Just like
that
a
last
day?
night.
This
was
time
asleep.
without danger.
Yeah, I slept through that anyway.
Yeah, it seems. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to hang out.
I mean, you're right. It's not important right now. It's just
No, it is important. Our relationship is important to me. You're my cousin,
maybe.
Yeah.
kind of.
I think so.
And oh god, I'm not ready for
No,
that.
second cousin.
Second cousin. Still,
Okay, that sounds way better. Bianca, you
That-
scared me. And
I'm sorry, I was thinking. I had a whole train of thought. My bad.
How could I
I'll
even
keep it to
be?
myself next
She's
time.
older than me. Can that happen?
It
it-
did.
it did. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm proof. You're proof. We're living it. Well, I am very appreciative of all of you. I'm so very thankful, and hopefully the next time that we talk, and hopefully the next time you talk to Odin, hopefully it will be a positive interaction. And I know that Thor is considered one of the most powerful of the gods in Jormungandr, but I think in this aspect he might choose to listen to his daughter. He's not nearly as strong as everyone thinks, especially when it comes to me. So, all right.
Well, let us know that you get back all right, and I personally would love to hear how things go with the Raven Queen.
I'd personally love to hear how things go with Thor.
Okay. And she kind of looks to the her side where the lantern is currently tied up, hoisted on her belt, and she looks to you, Bianca, and says, "Thank you, by the way. It's one less way that he owns me now, and that means a lot."
Of course.
All right. Well, I know the way out of the city, but back to Jormungandr and Fjarlaleth. She kind of looks up. Do any of you know directions based off stars?
Bianca's a smart person. I don't know if it'd be her first thing that she would know, but could she
Mhm.
help? And what kind of check would that even be?
No check
Could
necessary.
I help
It's-
Bianca with that check, possibly? Being that Ajax is a war veteran. He knows where the North Star is. He probably used it to navigate at some point.
Yeah. So, the thing is there's not like the North Star. There are constellations that are anchors in the sky.
We Lila. We phone a friend.
However, you guys are smart enough. It's rather basic knowledge. It's like looking up in the sky and being like, oh, look, the Big Dipper. You know, like it's that obvious. So between your powers combined, you can kind of go back and forth for a couple minutes, be like, well, if that's the jester, then, you know, then that must be the risen king. And if that means that, then that's probably west. So you give her a cardinal direction and she says, okay, so in theory, from Adarashi, if I just fly west, I should eventually get to Jormungandr.
You're flying?
Fly?
In theory.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things that I got from my dad. Well, you see, the funny thing is, and she pulls out the hammer that she has. It's not Mjolnir. Thank you. I was going to say something really wrong. This hammer's... I thought it started with like V or something. I don't know. That was weird. So she pulls out the hammer she has, and you can see that it is... it has these very intricate wave patterns on it. And you recognize the craftsmanship. A long time ago, back when Poe was still with you, you saw him work on equipment and add such intricate carvings such as this to the things that he worked on. In fact, his hammer that he forged with had these same patterns. This is a weapon very old, but forged by an Anoa long ago.
That's so cool.
Joseph Conkle.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Is there a signature brand or mark on the hammer as well?
From seeing it on her waistband, it's a little hard to see. She took it out and she's kind of moving it around kind of quick. If you ask her to take a look at it, she might, she might be willing to.
I'm asking because Poe's here at the table with us. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when he made her a birthday bracelet, he would have put his brand on it, right?
Yeah. He does on everything.
Yeah. Okay. So as she's kind of talking about it, and showing it a little bit, Cecily's gonna be like, hold the fuck on. Thrud, can you, could I see the... Can you show me the hammer, please?
Yeah?
And Cecily's gonna briskly walk forward and turn, invert the bracelet so she can see the brand underneath and just see if it matches.
Yeah, so as you take a look underneath, it does not match the inscription from Poe. However, it's strange. It's very rudimentary. It's just what looks to be a primordial letter for E, or very roughly translates in primordial to the first wave.
I should look at that and go, okay, never mind. I had a weird hunch and a very strange feeling all of a sudden. This little guy was made by an Anoa, so.
Oh, really? Is it like a magic bracelet?
Yes. One could say.
Oh.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh. But it's like magic in like a special way?
It's like a name day gift.
Oh, that's sweet. I got this for my 10th name day from my dad, so.
Well, yours does more stuff, but I like mine.
Well, no, yours is really pretty. It's nice. Yeah, this one was made by Eno Silverfoot. It was one of the first Anoa weapons made.
Cool. This one, I don't know what that means. This one was...
Well, Poe is traveling with a Silverfoot. Alex Silverfoot.
Oh shit, you're right.
Wait,
Okay,
wait,
I kind of knew what that meant.
wait. You know an Anoa who's traveling with a Silverfoot?
Uh-huh.
Don't make him sound like a big deal.
Wait, you know how crazy that is, right?
It's pretty... You know what,
Is
Druid?
it?
I'm not gonna lie. More crazy has happened than that, but I agree.
But do you get that the Anoa are kind of a big deal in Jormungandr?
Poe is not a big deal. The Anoa are a big deal. Poe is a dweeb. Okay, that's the breakdown here.
But
He's
the
the best
Anoas,
dweeb.
the Anoas are descendants of the Silverfoots.
Frenchie, what's
Go
your
on.
thought on this?
Well, first, Cecily, that inscription, and he's going to look at it, if you let him, on your bracelet.
Yeah, she'll shrug and walk over, turn it over.
And he'll, look at it and reveal the inscription that was Poe's. And it's like a very simple symbol of like a kraken. He had it on his armor. It's just a thing that he put on things. Maybe Poe is a big deal. And he's going to show his blade, Season's Edge, and have the same inscription on it.
What? What?
Bianca's gonna lean over to Suni and say, I mean, if we read between the lines, Cecily clearly thinks he's a big deal, but...
Ajax is gonna lean over to Bianca and say,
Is that Cecily's boyfriend?
I mean, not... No?
I'm just confused.
They talk through the wind and the water, so it's like really romantic, but...
Well,
I think they're
Does-
cute, too.
does your friend travel in time? Because this is an ancient weapon.
Well, see, that's the thing, Renshi. Kinda, yeah. He's sorta,
See,
Through
through,
keep
that's
up.
what I was getting at, where that, like, that connection isn't even the craziest one.
I'm not even following any of this.
We
so
also
he,
traveled in
Poe made that when? For who?
It's ancient.
Yeah. When, and he was like our Poe. Like
I
my
mean-
How
Poe.
many years out of time did... I don't even... Oh, God, it's been so long. I don't even remember who said that.
That was
And then
Fran.
Bianca's gonna lean over to
That's
Thrud
what I
and
thought.
say, notice how she said my Poe.
Well,
Okay, listen, I don't know exactly what you're saying, but I'm sensing
Lower
whispers
Poe.
over there.
My.
maybe he just copied the inscription.
And
Actually,
I don't know.
Renshi, okay, sorry. I'll try and clear things up. So, Poe, is an Anoa, is traveling with Alex Silverfoot, and had to leave our party to train with the adult version of himself, which is from the correct timeline that he was supposed to be in. And this all is chaotic, so if you want to know more, we'll just have to talk about it another time, probably, because Thrud's got to get going, clearly. And her brain, I can see, is trying to soak it all in.
I'm the
Mine
same
too.
way, Thrud.
I feel like my face has looked like that since day one.
So, the Poe we knew probably wasn't... Well, it was the same Poe. Just the younger
it
Poe. So the older Poe
time
probably made the
traveler?
sword. Well, we
but
all
which
are,
version
except
of Poe
for
made
you
the
three.
sword?
Oh, thank you.
No, that's what I mean. Which version of him made the sword? Like, does the one that
All of them.
we...
Cecily, it's only one Poe. It's the
No,
same.
but it's all one Poe. But was the Poe that I was talking to all those days? Did he? Is he now
Probably
the
the
did
older
he-
one probably made the sword.
right? But he was only. He wasn't 3,000. I like when did
He was from a different timeline,
But
Cecily.
he was. But he was.
All right,
But he
guys.
was.
Thrud,
I don't want
let's
to
see-
time travel anymore. I don't want to
Thrud,
do it.
Thank you for everything that you did for us.
Yes, thank you.
Safe travels. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I can fly with the hammer, so I
That's
don't have the
awesome.
power of flight. I
Bullshit.
will the hammer forward and I move with it.
Wait, can I see the hammer?
Do your thing, Thrud. Don't you worry another moment.
I thought your whole thing was you got rid of the hammer. So I'd like to
No
keep
more
mine if
hammers
that's
for
all right. No time for hammers. All right. Goodbye, and I hope one day things get a little less complicated for all of you.
I'm sure it won't, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
You don't think it will?
It never
Well,
has,
nice fly.
Cecily.
Thank you.
Suni is reincarnated. Ajax was dead and is alive after being a zombie.
Reincarnated.
Everything with my grandmother and the kingdom.
I know it's gonna keep being complicated, but you don't think at some point it's gonna like end on a simple note? You don't think
Simple
that?
note? No.
Ajax,
On
a
a-
simple
on-
note. Pull. P. E-L? No, that's not how you spell that. I don't know. Whatever. Simple.
Okay,
Are you
so
assuming I didn't know how to spell
all
simple?
of you collect yourselves, you gather Suna, and you depart from the Mist Haven bathhouse. She decided to let you guys have that moment as all of you begin to head back to the Whispering Falls Inn. The waterfalls can still be heard faintly in the distance, but the room that Tyr paid for is still here. It can still
Nice.
be used, and as not Tyr, Heimdall, and as Heimdall said, it's here for a couple of days, so you're able to stay here to get your bearings before heading to the capital city of Tutskage tomorrow. So as all of you arrive here late at night, probably ready to go back to bed, I need to be right back. I don't want to go to a break yet just because it's too early, but I desperately need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. So do
We can
something.
fill the space. Don't worry about it.
Warrior
So-
Dot.
Who wants a conversation first?
Well,
Have you all
first thing-
seen Avengers Endgame?
Not
I'll
like
talk
that.
about the game.
Actually.
I'll talk about the game.
The first thing that happens is Ajax walks in, looks over to one of the drinks, and grabs it, and starts to drink it. And you just see him
Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
as he just continues to drink. He's just chugging.
It's Ajax, it's water.
What's Ajax's favorite meal?
Steak.
So is Bianca's. That's crazy. All right, she's making steak. We slaughtering fat cow.
As soon as the
Hey.
steak starts up, you just hear the lion man's nose.
I can smell.
Ajax, you should try something new. He's going to hand you some tea.
I've had tea before.
Not this tea.
Oh, but not this tea. This is delicious. What is this?
Hold on, let me scroll up and find it.
Hell yeah.
It's
Cecily,
not.
By the
No.
way, while this is
Is
happening,
it drugs? Did you
Cecily,
give me drugs?
No.
Cecily has been kind of doing this the whole time.
Okay.
Since you got back, she's still not processed any of the last 5 minutes of that conversation.
Ajax sipping his tea.
Are you okay, Cecily?
Yeah. Yeah,
What
I'm
a
good.
big fucking mug. I'm sorry. Enters a bot. For
His
Ajax
lion
to be
hands.
holding.
Out of
Yeah.
a
Actually, just
bowl.
really tiny
Yeah, we
one.
got him a
It's-
bowl.
It's a
It
really
is a tiny one. It was
Only
tiny
like
for.
this.
It was tiny for Renchi, so it has to be tiny for you.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
holding it with like 2 fingers in his thumb.
Being dainty.
He just knows it's customary to hold it with both hands.
Right.
I'm sorry.
He's using a soup bowl.
That, my friend, is dragon's tongue tea.
Is there an actual dragon's tongue inside?
No.
When he sticks his tongue in your tea.
It's from a leaf that looks, well, no, it doesn't look like a dragon. I don't know. I don't know why it is. It is, but that's what it's called.
It's delicious.
It is. It's my favorite.
Also, Suni, would you like some?
Can I see if Renchi was lying about like that he doesn't know what it is? Because I feel like Renchi does know what it is.
It's drugs. He just gave me drugs for sure. I'm about to get high as hell.
I mean, I could just tell you, or you could just ask.
I wanted to do an insight check without saying, "Can I insight check Renchi?" but I can. I
do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
While Bianca's cooking the steaks, she'll like turn around to Renchi and be like, "I don't believe you. You know what that is, don't you?"
You see that he has the container that has the label on it, and it's from his bag. He's like, "No, I actually do not know where this came from. It must have been from a different season of Renchi."
What do you mean?
Renchi, I'm already so confused.
Well, you know I'm in a legion, right?
Right, but what
You've
is
mentioned.
the sea? Go on.
Just sometimes I change. And sometimes I don't always remember from different seasons. And this is just I like to think of them as gifts, but there's just something left over from last season.
Wait. So this is tea made from you?
Yes, a version of me, I guess you could say, yes.
Not the strangest thing I've drank. And it is delicious.
It's true.
I knew
Here.
Eladrin. I knew Eladrin changed seasons, and I guess depending on their connection to the Feywild will be how it affects each Eladrin, maybe slightly differently. But I don't think I've heard anything about losing memory. Is that pretty unique?
Well, there are things that are shared between us. Not all memories are lost. Our wisdom or philosophy, for the most part. But I'm not sure if it's unique to me. Maybe it's because the time we spend in our forms can vary. It could be a few days, or like me, it could be a couple of years. But he's going to pull out, you see that he has like this belt that has 4 scrolls on it. We do communicate with each other, though. Leave messages to each other. Or at least, I try to. And he'll pull out the white one, which is like for winter. You can see he doesn't really leave me with much. And it's just blank. But, and you can see his green one, which is for spring. I leave a lot for summer. I have a closer bond to him. I think it might be the same for winter for me. And I think it's because we kind of sense when it's time for the next one to come. It's kind of our duty. And ever since I became a Master of the Fifth, I've just been holding out. There's a lot of responsibility that we have, and summer, I don't think was ready for it, so. And he's just going to kind of close the scroll, put that back, and there's 2 others, but.
So, do you feel summer is near, or still not ready?
Actually, I do. Like I said, as Renchi of Spring, it's my duty to prepare the way for Renshi of Summer. I've held him back for a long time. It seemed necessary, but things have changed. And I've tried to write as much about it as I could. And things are continuing to change. I've been feeling the sense that it's time. I feel like I've sensed it for quite a while, but with what happened recently at the temple, I had to hold off a little bit longer. But with such great company as you all, it seems it might be about time. And the more I understand this darkness that I'm facing, that we're all facing, I'm starting to think that my light might be too dim to defeat it, at least for now. But Summer's light, I think his light will do.
Okay, well, how much are you not gonna know? Like, I don't know how to ask this, but do we need to do anything if we wake up one day and you're different color?
As confusing as this is, it's still me, but a different face of me. What matters most is spoken between us. Relationships, feelings, the important memories. And also, he's going to take the scroll back out. I've given Summer very detailed instructions, and you'll understand why when you meet him.
Oh boy. Okay.
Is there-
Can you be sure to put in there that if I shoot magic at you, that you're supposed to do the thing with your sword?
That is included. That is...
Right. That, like, I'm a friend. I'm a friend. Okay. Good. Just want to make sure before I attack you.
Is there anything that we can do to assist, help in any way?
I'm not sure when I'm going to change. I sense it soon. I'll have to meditate on this. And there's a few things I need to write in the scroll first. I haven't had time to write about events that happened earlier this night, so...
So you can, like, control it, but you don't? Like, it just sort of happens one day, but you can kind of, you know...
It's more of a call. We know when the call is coming, but we do have the power to withhold it. And I feel I've done it for too long. It's time for things to change.
Sorry, I know we've all had a lot of questions for you, but I can't help but be curious as well about being the way of the fifth. So literally a fifth season, and what does that look like as an Eladrin? Is there a fifth season that you haven't met yet of yourself? Or is that not part of the philosophy?
Well, if there is a fifth season of Renshi, he hasn't left a scroll, so... And that's less than what Winter has done, so...
This world is so interesting. And I'm just a fucking human. I'm gonna go change or something. I'm so boring. And she's gonna...
Okay, you did.
Hey,
Your
Jack's
eyes
all
are
the way
different
down.
colors.
Yeah,
I
wait.
think we all
Suna says,
changed.
aren't you the daughter of Tyr,
She...
the
none
Norse
of this,
god of war?
Can't you shoot lightning from your hands?
None of this registers. She is going to alter self into an orc. as she's walking away.
You're less cool that way.
Hush
You know, Cecily
you.
used to complain about being blue, and now she's complaining that she's a human. Ugh.
All right,
That's
well,
true.
whoever wants steak, I didn't make a side dish, so.
Oh, I would love some, please.
All right, here.
Just steak? She immediately changes back. Bit's over.
Ajax
I
grabs
mean,
the
if you
steak and
want a
just-
side dish, there is utensils, and it looks like an oven.
You know what?
him
You know
holding
what,
the steak in
Bianca?
his mouth.
Oh,
He puts it back on the plate.
No,
No,
I
you
just
eat your steak. I was talking to
Listen.
Cecily.
Bianca. I
all right.
think if we combine my veggies and your steak, tomorrow we can have a meal.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
we
love
should
it.
do that. Let's go shopping tomorrow.
This
We
steak
stop.
is delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there more?
I mean, she turns around. Sure, there's more. She made a ton. Let's say. She wanted to make sure Ajax's first meal was his favorite, so.
There's like grease just like dripping down his white beard.
Nice.
Like a
How's the
tree in the
steak, bud?
breeze.
Is the steak medium rare or something else?
I mean, Bianca likes her steak pretty rare, so unless someone requested it, it's like pretty rare.
Did anyone
Suni
ask
eats
for well
his
done
steak
while
raw.
the fight? Not just raw.
I was-
Hell yeah.
I was actually just about to ask if he still eats meat since he's all naturey and stuff now, but I guess he don't give a.
Now I don't eat plants. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I see.
I'm a
I don't
carnivore
have to
now.
eat my veggies anymore.
That's against my religion.
I'm everything but vegan. God. Yeah, Cecily likes a nice medium, but she mostly just likes a meal that she didn't have to cook. So she's just grabbing whatever.
Is Renchi
eating.
partaking in the steak dinner as well, or is he vegetarian?
You're muted.
You are muted.
No, I like meat.
Perfect.
Nice.
Big meat.
Big meat.
That was an Isles thing, so for anyone who doesn't get it. Wait, where
Meat.
was it? It was Isles, right? Or was it
was
Everett?
I don't know if
Doesn't
there's
matter.
much to get.
It was Isles.
I think I get it.
Kayla just said big meat.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
All
she
right, I
said,
got
and
it
then
all.
she said, bricked up, right next to each other.
Okay.
Ajax
Okay.
sits down at one of the tables and just kind of looks around at everybody.
I missed you guys.
We're really glad you're back. Well, truly back.
I feel like I'm back. Is there more steak?
Yes, and she'll get you more steak.
Let's say, Cecily, her diet is like 80% grains. So you normally see her eating very fast. But she's like genuinely cutting into pieces and just like chewing for like a minute each. Because she's usually just eating like soft, inhalable food. So she's having a very modest portion. Just kind of sitting there.
Possibly. I don't think I've ever seen you use silverware before.
More usually don't need it. Just yeah, man. You've at least seen me eat soup, right?
Nah.
No.
Right. Well, I usually just tip the bowl.
If
Beauty and the
all of
Beast
you
style.
will excuse me, I'm going to step out for a couple minutes.
Take your time.
Isn't there like a patio or something that like has like a tree and like overlooks things? I thought there was, right?
Yeah, it's the spot where Heimdall corrupted you.
That's so cute.
Hell yeah.
Get your little meat cube.
I was thinking more of like when, Suni and Ajax talked about what the tree felt, but same
yeah.
place, I guess.
That's here too.
Oh shit, Cecily never got a chance to ask. She's totally asking what the tree said. That's background information.
Yeah, Ajax is just gonna go outside and you're just gonna sit by the tree and enjoy the wind and the breeze and the night. He's just chilling. So
Yeah, I think shortly after that, Renshi would excuse himself as well, because he has, like he said, he has to meditate on some things and write. So he'll probably go to the same shrine as where him and Cecily did the water thing.
Everything happens by this maple tree out here. Sort of brilliant red leaves rustling in the night, the blue light refracting off of the shrine, and the lanterns currently floating in the water creates this almost like purple hue to the leaves.
Ajax sees Renshi and just says,
Oh, would you like me to leave?
No, you can stay. Are you coming to the are you already here? I don't know where the tree is. Where
it's.
So I don't know
like
if we
right
did we
next to the
pass each
shrine.
other, Joe?
You walked to where he is, didn't he?
Yeah, you guys would have. Ajax walked out
Oh, yeah,
first,
Ajax.
but so you guys would have probably been like outside at the same time. But I guess Ajax would be a little bit more this way, and Renshi would be a little bit closer to the shrine.
Okay. I could barely see his token, so I wasn't even sure. And my webcam is half the screen. But anyways, no, you can stay. But I need to write for just a moment.
Then I will
And-
be silent.
Renshi's going to start writing. And as he does, you're going to see some tears start falling on the parchment or on the scroll. I think summer's coming. I haven't felt this in so long. I've never seen him myself. I've only been him. But it feels like an old friend is coming back. Ajax, I know we haven't met truly, but you have to promise me something. You're a warrior. I know this. Protect him. Protect him like he's one of your other friends in there. He's special. And his light is... it's honest, to say the least. I should have revealed him to the temple a lot sooner, but I didn't think anyone would understand. He has a way of going about things. I don't know. It's gonna wipe tears away.
Renji, I promise that I will protect him. You have my word.
Well then, I guess my job is done. The way is paved. This will make more sense come morning. For now, you should probably leave me here till then. I'm sorry to kick you out.
Do not be sorry.
But I would appreciate it if you came back here in the morning. Please.
I will.
And Ajax kind of walks to Renji and puts his hand on his shoulder and says,
Goodbye, Renchi of Spring.
It was nice to meet you, Ajax.
Likewise. Thank
I'll see
you
you.
for everything.
Thank you. You and your friends have given me a new hope. I'll see you soon, through other eyes. Good night, Ajax.
He kind of squeezes your shoulder a little bit and walks off.
Renchi, as Ajax walks off and leaves you alone at the shrine near the trees and the water, surrounded by the elements, you yourself sit in the middle of summer right now. The 8th of peak sun, even on this night, this high up in the sky on this karst, the heat is palpable as summer is here. And, well, none of the companions see it. How does the transformation take place?
Well, it's going to take till morning. Summer Renshi will come with the dawn. And if you all were observing, Renshi, being an Eladrin, he does go into a meditative state instead of sleeping. It'd be very similar. But you would see his pale green skin turn to pale yellow. His clothes would also change to a more white, maybe off-white fabric with some like gold decorations to it in the shape of leaves. And on his skin you can see like shiny, it's the same color as his skin, but it's just shiny, it's like glossy, so it's hard to see unless it's in light. But he has like branches with leaves on his hands all the way to like his chest. And yeah, his hair will turn to blonde, white. His eyes will be gold if you were to see it. But the rest will have to wait until someone finds him.
Okay. Alrighty. As the leaves of summer, that cool mist envelops him, the change of his hair and skin and face takes its place. The sun rises, a brilliant golden dawn over the karsts that currently surround all of you. And I have to ask, who would be the first one to wake up and go investigate?
Well, I do morning meditations.
I was also going to say, I know John's not here, but I feel like Ajax, despite having his first sleep, like actual sleep, he's half dawn god now. So he probably would want to wake up with the sun, and Renshi did say, I'll see you in the morning. So maybe Cecily and Ajax. Sorry, helping you out, John. No, you're not here. I feel like Ajax would too.
You beat me, John. You weren't even here. Damn.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that information because I'm awake and also present. I don't know what he would be. Don't know what he would be doing.
okay. So just trying to wait for a second to see if mayhaps, because it would make sense, but
Maybe Cecily has extra early morning meditation. Maybe Ajax's sleep is hitting too hard, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, his first sleep hits a little bit harder than
Bro,
what was
if
anticipated.
it was my first sleep, I'm gone. Do not disturb.
Alrighty. So bright and early that morning, Cecily, as you awake for your morning meditation, you see the individual that Evan just described sitting in front of the shrine where you and Renshi...
He's laying down at this point.
Laying down.
Kind of drooped over on his side.
So it
Facing the
would
water.
it would begin with Cecily, her kind of unique, idiosyncratic form of meditation is she'd sit down and she'd have her 3 little juggling balls, and she would just start working them in a bit of a pattern, sitting there for a while, maybe like 15 feet away, and then eventually she's just going to kind of do one of those double takes where she's just sort of looking around and just like, what? And catch all 3 of them in her right hand, just... She's gonna creep up and just like peek. She's like leaning over him to see if he's awake.
As you creep up, you'll notice he is how I described. He does look like basically like a recolor of Renshi, you could say, but he seems kind of smaller.
Maybe he's not done.
How close are you right now?
You would have heard that if you're awake. she's like that.
So
Close.
you hear, and also you notice that a scroll was kind of sprawled out with the ink next to it a little bit. And so as you say, I think he's not done, you just hear,
Oh,
and he's going to
shit!
start reaching for you. What do you do?
So she'll first back up in concern, and then she'll see that, and she'll reach and she'll pick you up as much as she can. She can't lift you, but she'll get you up to your feet. Water? Do you need
You start
water?
notice he's laughing and just dying laughing. I've always wanted to do that.
He's a little shit. Oh no.
Oh. Oh, okay. No, that was... I mean, you got me. I didn't know what to expect.
So you're, you must be a Celeste.
Whoa. Okay, no, so, I'm gonna get the others. They might be better at, handling this. My name is Cecily.
Oh.
Yeah. You were close.
Yeah, sorry. Spring likes to write a lot, and sometimes I skip over some of the letters.
I don't blame you. Okay. Oh, also, I'm the daughter of Tyr. I feel like that's the more important part, honestly.
Yeah, I did read that part, but I was expecting to see a lion person.
Yeah, let me go.
And he's like referencing
Let me go. It's honestly, this is weird. It should be everybody. Let me go. And she's gonna start like backing up, and then John, we said Ajax might rise with the dawn. Is that a thing he would do?
That's normal for Ajax. However, this is the first time he's slept since he was undead. So
That's
what
he's
we
just
said.
sleeping.
Nice.
You just hear on the other side of this room.
Okay, maybe no one else is awake yet.
Yeah, Bianca's not a morning person, and you do know
Right.
that.
Yeah, I do know that, and I will not dare. Caracilla's trancing, and Gemma's not here, so just
I feel
say
like
that.
Caracilla would be the next person awake, but maybe
Probably.
You can knock on.
Yeah, you can make
Ajax's
us
door.
up. This is
Yeah,
big deal.
she just Cecily feels incredibly awkward at the moment and doesn't want to.
Just looking at all the doors like. Ah.
Okay, well, no, I mean we could just wait for him real quick. Do you want some tea? I'm gonna take some tea that your spring version had that he said was from a different version, so we can. He's probably okay with. I mean, you're okay with us having. Do you want that?
That was to me, right? I'm sorry.
Yes, that's all to you.
Yeah, I usually ignore the tea. Water is fine. My throat is so dry.
So that wasn't a joke, really. You gotta have some water before bed. I mean, that really... Spring guy set you up dirty. Alright, here, let me go to the... She's gonna go to wherever the water's kept, a barrel or a pump or whatever.
He's just gonna chug that.
That's... I mean...
Sorry, I didn't think I'd be this thirsty. It wasn't like the last time.
Okay, buddy.
My body hurts. What did we do last night?
We did a lot of stuff.
I'm just kidding. I read about it.
Okay. Do you want more water? I can do that for you. Do you want more water?
No, I can get it myself. Don't worry. And
okay, good. Because I'm really I hate to disappoint, but I'm not a natural caretaker. This is really out of my realm.
Yeah, it's totally fine. You can do a cool hand thing, right? Where we kind of, and he'll. You guys rode on a giant hand that you like summoned it.
Oh, that hand thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I have a few.
Sorry, that's very neat.
Ah.
I'm trying to fix my language, because...
Huh?
Well, you see, I haven't been around since we became Master of the 5th season, so I figured I should start now trying to switch out my words, and so it's not cool. I mean, it is, but it's also just neat, or
well, I mean,
splendid.
I mean, I guess I get it, but I'm also a princess, and I say cool, so I think you're fine. I mean, as long as you're with us. Or I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. I'm probably doing it wrong. I think I'm doing it wrong.
The door opens.
Just gonna look around.
Oh, there's the lion. Well, Leonin. I guess lion's a little reductive. That's what I'm working on.
Both work.
Okay, it's just some people got, like, when I first met Hubert, I called him a big turtle, and I guess that wasn't nice. So I'm just trying to, you know.
It is fine, Cicely.
Okay.
You must be Renchi of Summer.
That's right. And you must be Ajax, the warrior veteran man. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see him, and he's going to face step behind you, Ajax, and he's going to have his sword drawn. He's like, I figured we could talk better with swords and weapons of our kinds. I haven't got to use this sword yet, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity.
I see.
And he's going to face step again.
Ooh, very fast.
By the way, Ajax is kind of just like looking at the movements while they're happening. Yeah, what's his perception? His passive is 16. I feel like he's just like looking at him.
So you want to test out the blade?
Yes, I made that clear, opponent.
Opponent?
And while he's like talking kind of funny, his stance is as pristine as Renchi of Springs. And he is quite serious in his eyes.
Ajax looks at you.
Very well.
And trips you with his tail.
I will face step out of that to the other side of Ajax. I only have one face step left, so let's make this work.
It seems that you are just as fast as Renchi of Spring.
Well, we do have a way of going from one place to another very suddenly.
I see.
And with that...
That's fine, Cicely.
Oh. Is Cecily laughing right now?
No, she's just sort of like, you know that. This is an insane example, but you know that acting moment that Obi-Wan has where he sees Anakin killing younglings and he's just like, that's what she's doing right now. She just is so
Great reference.
she can't process this, so her default facial expression is she's just watching.
Well, Renshi's gonna look at Cecily, just kind of watching. I'm gonna be like, dude, come on, we need to do
As
something
you're looking at
cool.
Cecily, Ajax trips you.
Can I like roll for this? Like,
Yeah, I feel like the second one you're ready, you know?
well, I only have one phase step left. I gotta keep that one in my
it's gonna be a
pocket.
disadvantage because I did it while he wasn't looking. He took his guard off.
I don't even. How does sparring work? I've never sparred in D&D before.
Bro, I don't have a weapon on me.
Well, you're doing hand-to-hand combat now.
Hand to sword combat.
Inside the building. All right. As Ajax is whipping Renshi for the second time, I don't know if you're face stepping or not, the next door will open and Bianca's just like, what is all this? Oh, Summer.
Mid-trip. All right.
Well, as you go to trip him, Ajax, Renshi, you have this like spidey sense almost that kicks in because your passive perception is actually higher than Ajax's. As you see the subtle jerk at the bottom half of his body as he goes to kick his leg towards you, and it makes contact with your foot, but you do this like half jump and land back on your feet as it just kind of glides underneath you.
Were you
Ajax,
trying to
why
do
were
something or what? Sorry.
Wait, why are you? What's going on here? What
This
happened?
is Renshi of Summer.
Ajax didn't start this.
I did not start this.
Yeah, I think as Caracilla says, I think what's happening is I think they're I think Renshi is, and she kind of like looks at Suni and looks at Cecily. Younger now. Does Caracilla have a message?
Yeah.
She does? I thought she did.
Yeah.
To Bianca. Immature.
And Renshi's gonna just
She'll just nod.
immediately put his stance down, assuming he heard that, and he's gonna shoot this sword. He's like, age is a number, and I don't care what season of Renshi you are, we all share that same number, okay? Just, I've been put away for a long time.
Okay.
Now that I'm out, I would really like to swing this sword.
Give me a second.
Ajax turns around and walks into his room. You hear two metal objects be picked up. He walks back out with his spear and shield.
Could you guys head outside though? This is not what we own.
Oh, of course.
Come
on.
Renshi,
As he
do you
starts
want me
walking
to?
outside.
You kind of wrote me in at some point. Am I supposed to go out there? Should I Do you want me?
Well, yeah, you can come. It's always good to have an audience.
Right. All right, everybody. I'm gonna be outside watching this.
Can someone wake Suni? I might need healing.
On it. Bianca will go wake up Suni. Is Suni hard to wake up?
Mhm.
All right.
But he will say, they're sparring and they didn't invite me.
Well, if you hurry, I'm sure Renshi would love to take a swing.
Okay.
Come on.
He'll rub
Man,
his
I'm
eyes
turning
away.
into a real mom with Bianca.
5 more minutes, Mom.
You just got another teenager, so I mean, really
I'm
running
not a
halfway house
teenager.
now. He
Right.
heard me through the walls. He heard me.
I'm just kidding. I heard someone talk about my age. I felt it.
Cecily will come outside and just kind of be still. She's had a really weird 48 hours. She's just like kind of rubbing at her eyes, still half awake, It's like, okay, what am I doing? Am I watching? Am I reffing? Is it a 2v1?
Just make sure that Renshi doesn't kill me.
Okay.
Oh, make sure he doesn't kill me either. We're just sparring.
Yeah, sure.
But
yeah.
But I think this works
Can I
out
find whoever
because
doesn't get killed.
Of course.
Well,
oh, nice. It's that guy.
Well, you don't even have a made-up name for him?
It's that guy.
Oh, it's that guy.
Well, it was kind of hard to read, but it's like an S in it and an N. But anyways, during this spar, I figured this would be a good deal for both of us because you just got reacquainted with your weapons. Is that right, Ajax? Ajax?
Ajax.
Ajax. Cool. All right then. And he's gonna just whip it. Are you ready?
Ajax takes a defensive. Well, he puts the shield in front of him, spins the spear, and puts it on top of the shield. You know, Roman style.
All right. So Renshi, he carries his blade with one hand. He always does, at least at first. And he kind of is just starting to like strafe to the side and back, seeing how you're moving. Just like that.
Yeah, Ajax is literally just keeping his spear wherever you walk.
All right. So, I mean, I guess do we just do this like we normally do? We just talk about it? I
leave it up to who's doing it. You can either roll back and forth and, do it like rock, paper, scissors, best of 3 of hits, like contested rolls, or, if you're trying to tell a story here, you can do it another way. But if you're actually just trying to spar, I would recommend contested rolls, best 2 out of 3.
Okay. Yeah, so this is like a selfish moment for me. I'm sorry, because like ever since I heard you all like spar with like Ajax, and I just remember watching a session and people sparring with Ajax, and I was just like, that sounds so cool. That's like my dream, to spar with Ajax.
I chopped him with an axe. I remember that.
So, all right. So I guess if nothing's happening, Renshi will go ahead and just run up, and he'll try to put a foot onto your shield, flip over you, and kind of swing as he's coming down.
Okay. I guess you make an attack roll.
So this would be contested rolls as opposed to like attacks versus AC. Yeah. So you roll your weapon, who's ever higher wins that round. Okay, so Ajax, you underestimate Renshi right off the bat. Where you're like, he's a kid. I mean, come on, guys, no way. And immediately Renshi hop, skip, and what does it look like? What does Renshi landing this blow look like?
So Renshi, when he jumps over, so he kind of moves a little quite quickly. He leaps, puts a foot on your shield, kind of does like a front flip, but as he comes to land down, his sword is right by your neck. And for anyone watching, he looks a lot like Spring Renshi right now.
Okay.
All right, and Ajax, with that, you feel the heat rise.
Ajax smiles.
Very good.
As he grabs the sword, he puts the shield up and puts the spear over top of the sword to grab it, and tries to kind of use that momentum to throw you over his shoulder.
Okay.
Come on. I can't roll 2 natural ones, right?
No, you can't.
That was so close. I don't know how that was that way on anyone else's screen.
All right, Renshi, go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh! All right, if I describe this, because it's so close, you do flip me over. Just instead of like landing on my back, I land on my feet and kind of take a few steps back. At that point, I kind of like smile and laugh. And I guess at this point, I will kind of just come back, and I'm just going to go straight to the front, and I'm going to kind of like fake a stab and quickly change my, I guess I have one hand. Basically, fake a stab, and I'm going to try to do like an overhand.
Okay. Ready?
Oh,
Oh.
the dice are not.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
We'll do first to 3.
Wow.
Oh, wow. All right, so that's a 3.
Does that mean
Renshi.
Ajax wins that round.
Yeah, Ajax wins that round.
So as you go to swipe at Ajax, he actually pulls the shield up, and as your like blade is starting to crest off the shield, he pushes upward to make your blade even go higher up. And as he does that, he turns the spear around so the pointy side is not facing you, and jabs you in the stomach underneath his elbow.
Yeah, you feel the air exit out of your lungs.
And I'm going to laugh, and I'm going to like jump back. And I'm just going to be like, it seems you've been reacquainted with your new weapons. You move smoothly.
As do you.
And he's going to like almost do like a somersault, but like the half kind of kick thing that I don't know how to
Oh,
describe
yeah.
it. And he's going to use that momentum, kind of using the shield on the ground and like holding the spear at like the very tip of the spear and like slam it down in front of you.
Okay.
So like a wide arching like move.
Nice, nice. Go ahead and both of you go ahead and roll for an attack.
Oh.
Alrighty. I mean, first to 3.
Yeah.
Renshi, that is your 3rd victory. So how do you end the duel as Ajax is doing this wide somersault move, going for this big move, try and land that blow? You are just faster. How do you end the sparring?
So Renshi is a little bit smaller. So as you're kind of doing your thing, he's going to move accordingly. Like, I don't even know how it looks. I'm just going to describe it, and hopefully it as awesome as I like imagine it. He's going to like move under you, and as you're coming down and he's coming back up, he's going to like climb onto your back and just push you down so you're flat on your stomach.
As he just...
And I'm just going to sheath my sword.
Ajax kind of gets up after you get off of his back.
He's going to help you up. I mean, you up. He's going to try. He'll use his like sheath sword to pull you up to your feet.
I mean, Ajax lets you think that you're helping him get up, but he's just using his muscles to just pull himself up.
It's so funny because Renshi's strength is 20. He's not a dex-based fighter.
Is he not?
No.
What the hell?
He's not.
Who is this person?
You got somebody who's built like a 14-year-old who's like got the strength of the bodybuilder.
Gohan right now,
Yeah.
dude.
I told you, age is a number. And anyways,
That was
he's
funny.
gonna give a bow, and he's gonna be like, I think we have a lot to learn from each other.
I agree. Well fought.
You as well.
Well,
And
Suni, neither of them died, so now you have to fight both of them.
At the same time.
Yep.
It's a
I'm gonna
cake.
watch.
That's why I got 2 swords.
The next
All
30
right.
minutes is just like a montage of Suni like throwing the blades at the two of us.
oh no. We did one sparring match. We're not leaving Cameron out of this. Suni's gonna have to spar. He's gonna have to prove it. Put the money where your mouth is,
Well,
bucko.
is he gonna do what Cecily said, or are you gonna try and fight both of them?
I will.
Ajax
Just
just goes.
Suni, you're up.
He's gonna walk by.
Suni purposely.
Okay, go ahead.
Suni purposely left his like window open in the home, and he's gonna reach his hand out, and the moon blades come flying into his hands.
Wow.
Show off.
wow.
Cecily's not.
And he'll say the command word, "It's showtime," and the blades will remain.
The purple and orange
command word, man.
moon blades emerge.
That's so. God.
All
This
right.
isn't actually a horrible, like, I mean, story-wise fight for Suni because I do have blind sight, so it's like I can see all the things.
Oh yeah. So I mean, are you guys are doing it both at the two people at the same time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fight both of them.
All right.
Cecily wants to hold
are
him
we?
to his word. He said whoever doesn't
Ajax
die.
is trying
can
to
I
sit
fight them?
down.
Yeah, Ajax is like mid, like. Okay.
All right.
I mean,
a
I'll
hit-
just fight Renchi too. That's
Bianca
fine.
looks
feels-
out the window, reports her findings to Carcilla and Suna, and continues to eat breakfast.
Ajax in
gives
this
you a
moment
thumbs
is
up.
like. Ajax in this moment is like. Man, there was one perk of being undead. I didn't feel any of this.
Yep.
As a handicap to Suni, since it's 2v1, I'm going to give you a bonus D4 to your rolls, okay? You got the blind sight, you got the 2 swords, help balance
Hell
things
yeah.
a little bit. So you have to beat both of their rolls in order to
Combined?
win. Not combined. If they both roll a 12 total, you need to roll a 13 and you win the round. So first to 3.
Okay.
Let's see. Jedi Knight or I mean Order of the Unseeing Initiate.
So, Cecily's gonna stand back and she's gonna say, "Hey, I'm not really good at this stuff, but do we want me to make it interesting, like in a neutral way?"
Yeah, put us on the hand. Put us on the hand. We'll fight on the hand.
Ooh, I was gonna put you in the storm, but I could put you on the
I
hand.
don't think that.
Oh,
hand
a
is
storm
large
would be
enough for
cool.
3 people.
Well,
Cecily, I got this.
All right, hand or storm? Everyone vote.
Bianca's getting out the window. Hey, Suni! Haste, Suni!
No, that's an advantage. That's
Wait,
not.
that's unfair.
You two
Yeah.
against
We got
one.
this.
Now
Caracella's
Bianca's
gonna-
invested.
How's that unfair? It's 2v1.
You guys
Suni
aren't
can
even
do
it. You're eating
Suni can
breakfast.
do
You're
it.
in the breakfast team. You have no say in
Let
this.
Suni do it.
Fine!
Oh, fine.
Carcilla and Bianca grumble
Oh.
into their coffee.
They are
Ajax just, like,
unsufferable.
whispers-
I
Ajax
know.
just whispers.
So annoying.
What is going on?
All right.
All right.
You're going down. That's what's going on.
All right. So
Not
do
today.
the hand.
The hand.
Yeah, y'all voted hand. She's doing hand, and so you're all very closed in. And what she's gonna do is just in sequence twitch the fingers like that. Just add some terrain hazards.
All right. What are the
Big
strikes
hand.
looking like from Ajax and Renchi and Suni? What is the strat here? Okay, we got a 20. Let's go ahead and get a Season's Edge and a Moonblade here, or a Kalu or a Katho. Let's see which one's coming out. Ooh, 24.
Dude, Evan's just rolling so much better.
Is there? Okay, I had to do that first. Okay, sorry. You said I'm adding a D4.
28. Oh my God, you don't even need it off the
my
bat.
God.
As
Hell yeah!
Renchi and Ajax, they both come for you at the hand, but you're on the back of the fingers. What happens, Suni?
Are they like both in front of me?
Yeah, I guess what's the attack looking like from Renchi and Ajax?
Ajax is going low.
Renchi will go high.
Okay.
Great.
As Suni
Strategy.
feels like from his blind side of the two, he's going to like jump sideways and like spin with both of his blades like through your
Wow.
attack.
That
And,
is
like-
so awesome.
Like
Corkscrew.
Spider-Man, like
He went
corkscrewing
middle.
Yeah,
through-
yeah, yeah.
He went mid. All right, Ajax, Suni, you end up behind him. What's to win the round? What's the strike you do on them?
Slices us up.
I go all Count Dooku style. Well, as he kind of spins through the blades, kind of deflecting the swords and the spear, and he lands, he'll just do kind of a sweeping motion with both blades right up to like the back of the neck, just so you can feel like the heat emanating from the moon blades. And then he'll draw them back into a defensive stance.
Okay, all right. Round 1 to Suni. Only 2 more victories to go. Go ahead and make some more dice rolls.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's
all right.
a toughie.
Okay, gotta beat a 30.
Sorry, my cat is fucking with me.
Wait, I saw that. That was weird.
That
Yeah,
roll,
same.
what number was it? It was
It's a
14, I
14.
think.
14?
And I have plus 11 is 25.
5, so
I
there's-
can't 30.
Now, there's no way to beat that. So with that,
Ajax.
yeah. Ajax, you land the blow. Suni, what is your counter attack? What are you going for after you land in that defensive position? What is Ajax going to riposte?
After that, he'll kind of do like a, almost as if like I don't know what like the dance move is, but like when people do like a pirouette, but he's gonna be like plied downward, and kind of he's like going around and twirling and spinning both swords at Ajax this time.
Okay, so he's coming offensively at Ajax. Ajax Renshi. Renshi, what do you do to help Ajax land the blow?
I think Renshi's going to go ahead of Ajax to kind of like fake some attacks. And Ajax can follow up, and hopefully that's useful to him.
So Ajax, so Suni's like lower to the ground, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Ajax is going to use his leap and just jump over you, and as you're distracted with Renshi, he jumps over you, lands down, and hits you in the back with the shield. And at the same time he hits you in the back with the shield, he smacks the shield with the spear. So there's like this woof weight, yeah. So as you kind of get knocked forward, like onto the ground.
Okay. Yeah, so Suni with the reverberation, boom, off the hand, landing on the ground. All right.
Ow.
Another round
Sorry.
of attacks.
No, it's great.
All right, between these rounds, the hand is going to tilt. Just like that now.
Oh.
Got a steep incline.
Ooh.
I don't think you can.
Nope.
I
21.
don't think that does anything to numbers. I just want that to be known.
What was I rolling against? Oh, a 29?
And a
That's what
30.
it is?
And a 30.
Oh, and a
Yeah.
30? Holy shit.
Sorry.
Yeah. Another 19. All right. Suni, you're on the ground. You just begin to get back up. The hand is now slanted a little bit. Ajax and Renshi are on top. What are you doing to try and get your momentum back?
I feel like when Suni's like falling off the hand and the hand tilts, he's gonna use his tail to like wrap around one of the fingers and kind of like the forces that be push himself off the ground and like rebalanced up.
Okay.
But in doing so, he's kind of like has his back turned to both of you, and gives like an opening as he starts to turn back around into like an offensive set.
Okay. All right. Ajax Renshi. How you landing the blow? Because both of you rolled higher, so both of you get an equal play in this.
I'll go first this time. I'll give Renshi the blow. So Suni gets back up onto the hand after grabbing it with his tail. So Ajax is going to slide forward, and he's going to Captain America throw the shield to like hit you in the chest, and then like grab it back off the ground as he's sliding to like kind of stun you as Renshi's going towards you.
Yeah,
All right.
he's dumb. He's like, fuck.
So your tail's wrapped around the finger.
Yeah, but I'm like starting to turn around when the shield hits me in the chest and like offsets his
Feels so
balance.
bad.
Okay. Is this the final round?
Not this one. No.
This is two to his one.
2 to 1.
Two.
Yeah. So this is
2 to 1,
this
okay.
is number 2 right here.
Okay. So as we're sliding down, I guess, so the shield hits him. And can I do a thing where, like, did you throw the shield at him? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I threw the shield and then I Captain America. And I just threw the shield and grabbed it.
I don't know if I want to do that. No, I kind of want to do it.
Don't cut his tail off.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Probably grow, I think.
I thought it'd be like if you did it through the shield. I envisioned it way differently, but I thought it'd be funny if I like fell with it and like kicked it force to it.
Like Legolas, like Legolas down the stairs.
Yeah, just ride it.
You could. Honestly, we could change it. Like Ajax throws the shield, and then you take the opportunity to jump on it and then kick it off.
Yeah. So we'll do that. You throw it. I hop on it, ride it, hit Suni, and as it kicks, it bounces back.
This is peak D&D right here.
Ajax just kind of looks at it like, good maneuver, but he looks at Suni like, third time is not the charm. This doesn't feel good.
And I guess I gotta cling on to something, so I'm just gonna grab, I guess I'll grab Suni's tail. That's wrapped around the finger to hang on.
Nice.
Is one final? Well, maybe
Yep,
one final.
Cecily is gonna clock the shield surfing, and now turn the hand like that, so it has a ramp like a skate park. Right here.
Oh, okay. Roll that D4, Cameron. It's relevant now. Oh, all you needed was a 1. Look at that. All right.
Oh, it's all I needed?
Nice.
Okay.
All righty. So, with that, well, I guess that would bring you to 28, tied with Ajax. So this is a tie round, not a victory, but no points for anybody. As stalemate. All of you are back into a neutral position. Equal parts, parries, riposte, no blows are landed. After the small scuffle, what is the neutral position on the cupped hand for all of you? Where do you land?
I'm at the base of the thumb right here.
I was by Suni, and we were clinging on the fingers, so I guess I'd be like right, because it's cupped now, so I probably would have gotten up, and I'm
It's a
right
big
here by
ass hand.
the knuckle.
There's Renchi.
Is the hand on the map? Am I just not seeing it?
No, the hand is
It's
not.
on Mark.
Oh,
It's
it's
me.
on Mark. I see.
Ajax is
I just
there,
heard y'all
and
talking.
Renchi
I'm
is
here.
there.
Okay, I'm with it. Oh, I'm not looking. Okay, I see. Ajax is here, and Renchi is
No.
where?
Here.
Here, and I suppose I'm here.
Here, right below the index. Cool.
Yeah.
There's a hand now. Jesus Christ.
We live in Michigan.
Nice.
Oh God, that's a huge hand.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than what the spell is, but that's okay. There you go. Is that about where
Dude.
Suni is? The
How
hand's
are we
moving a
keeping
lot.
our
Short.
balance when this hand is moving like this? It's just like
I know.
Yeah, Cecily's not doing that. She's
we're fighting on a boat right now.
Alrighty. You're doing the
Next
thing.
attack.
You're back into a neutral position. Throw 3 more rolls. Okay, 25.
25.
Oh.
Suni, you feel this surge within you. In the air, the mist hits just right. I'm going to give you advantage in this moment.
Oh.
The nature embraces you. The trees watching you fight. They throw a couple of leaves in Ajax's face.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey,
Ah.
a couple of leaves hit Ajax's eyes as he's just stabbing wildly.
Can I, for this attack, can it just be Suni deactivates the Moonblade and bonks both of them on the head by throwing the hilt at their like foreheads and just recalls them back?
How tall is
Oh my
Suni?
gosh.
Like 5'3".
So Suni jumps up for Ajax, just jumps up and flops him.
Bonk, bonk. All right. We are at 2-2. It is anybody's game. The Moonblades cling back into your hands, Suni. I need each one of you to roll one final time.
Come on, Suni, win.
final round elevator of terror.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so
Cecily's
sorry.
gonna
I'm so sorry.
I don't know. All right.
Cecily's
Suni.
just gonna send it up and down like this.
All right, if that's what Cecily's doing, I need everybody to roll with disadvantage. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Oh no.
All right. Well, you're
using my day initiative or day advantage. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. but-
you want to use your Christmas advantage?
No,
Now's
it's
the
okay.
time. Okay. So, as all of you are rapidly being thrown up and down, you're trying your best to stay your ground, but it is incredibly difficult, especially for you, Suni. So, with that floating above the water, right above the bridge, water behind you and all around you, except for the bridge to your left and to your right, Suni is right at the tip of the fingertips, back to the water. What's happening? How is he being dealt with?
Ajax does not want to do this.
Do it.
Do
it.
Do it. Do it.
Come on, you had no problem last session.
Evil. Now I'm a beacon of pure hope.
Well, then blind him or some shit.
Suni is showing you a very, I don't know, like, acceptance by letting you beat the shit out of him in friendly
Yeah, this is probably
competition.
traumatic for Suni.
I think it's
I
healing.
didn't have any nightmares about Ajax or Renshi killing me last night, did I?
No, not last night, no.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is drama therapy, guys. It's fine.
Oh man, we're above water. You said.
You are, yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
So I guess Renshi, you would take like the first swipe, right? Like you're kind of knock him off balance almost.
Yeah, I'll knock him off balance. I will like go to swing and then I'll just slide my foot back, like go low, slide my foot back to kind of trip him a little.
So then Ajax is going to run up behind you, and he's gonna put the shield on his back and turn his spear sideways, and he's gonna push everybody off into the water.
Ajax is the only winner.
No, him too. He's gonna jump off. Everyone's
Oh,
cannon. He's just gonna
everybody.
push everyone off.
Aw.
As you do it, you
That's
see like
sweet.
Renshi's face kind of go to. And then he just puts his hands back.
Aw.
Nice.
Suni,
Cecily,
He's
the
gonna force
hand-
pull Cecily into the water too.
The hand is gonna panic and try to chase you, and it won't catch anybody. It's just gonna like,
And
and, like,
Cecily, as
run
you're
down.
focused on bringing the hand down, you feel a jerk of pressure on you as Suni force pulls you into the water. And the hand.
And inside, the girls, or the rest of the girls are like,
I'm sure they're okay.
well, yeah, but why be so much?
You can say the girls. Cecily is being
Ajax.
a boy right now.
Ajax
That's
swims up to the surface and
This wonderfully fought, Suni. That was amazing. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was so awesome. And he's just floating on his back.
Oh, hi, Cecily.
Cecily is just gonna stay underwater a moment, and when the hand's gone, by the way, but she'll just come up last, and when she comes up for just a moment with alter self, she's gonna have gills, and just put them away, and just seal up, and her body goes back to normal. Fuck you, Suni. I don't like doing that.
But it was so much fun. You couldn't be the only one to stay up there.
I agree. Now, how do we
Is
get
the water nice?
It is. It is a very, especially in the morning, it's quite warm this morning because of that like very humid, hot summer air that is sweeping through Adarashi. So being in the water, it is cool. It's nice.
We're super like high up, right?
Yeah.
Renshi's gonna say, the water which rain comes from. That's what Spring said. I don't know about that. I don't think that's how rain works. But he was right about something else. He said I would love you guys. I think he's right about that. He's just floating. He just floats by, you see his foot go by your face, Ajax.
He's just like down the street.
Cecily's gonna like mutter over to Suni. It's like some of the worst parts of you mixed with some of the good parts. I don't know if the adults are gonna like this for very long. I feel like we're turning into a school group.
I'm right here.
She'll just turn calmly, like, as if there was no offense. Yeah. Ajax, what do you think about this?
I have not had this much fun in a while.
Yeah.
Also, technically all of us are adults. Where's
Bianca
my
will-
spear?
Age is but a number.
Bianca will walk out onto the bridge and just say, "All right. Well, this seems actually fun now."
Jump in.
The water is awesome.
Very
She's like-
warm.
Looks around though, is like, I think I'm good. But she will probably sit by the edge and like put her feet in.
Binky, you missed the best part.
The
He
what?
floats by. That's your name, right?
I like that nickname.
Yo.
In the water,
Binky.
Binky.
Oh, that's so good. How was breakfast, Binky?
This is worse than BB Le Pew.
See, this is what I'm saying, Suni. The adults are not gonna like this. This is gonna be a really rough season. I like it though.
Ajax climbs out. Puts his spears.
Soaking.
Yeah, you just like a dog, just
Like a rug.
just shakes out all the water.
What's for breakfast?
Did you want any? We weren't sure.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I'm sure there's extra. Suna made a lot.
I had to work
Good.
up an appetite.
As take some real. Nice. Okay.
I'm about to die. All right, cool.
Let me do something real quick.
And like a half of everybody was like at near death still. We did. I guess we didn't long rest.
I thought we,
My long rest
I
now.
thought we, yeah, we slept, right?
Yeah, we did. I meant like people didn't click it on their character sheets.
Yeah,
Oh.
I certainly didn't.
So, hand is gone. Ajax, as you are, oh my god, there's still a bond sheet on the map. There's two. Oh. That's really funny.
Wait, what?
What?
What were
Do
they
you guys smell something?
That was crazy. Bianca, as you're sitting on the edge over here, we'll say right here, right by where they were at. Ajax, as you're getting out, you can see Ajax so clearly. Suna sneaking out the door and moving behind Bianca. Except Bianca, you can hear Suna like snickering. She's doing a very bad job of being stealthy as she's just like and she's like reaching into her bag and she's like drawing runes on the ground behind Bianca.
What the fuck?
Bianca knows what she's doing and will pretend that she doesn't hear her. And then once she's finished with the runes, whenever that is, because she seems to be taking a while.
It's just a few seconds. It's just a few
Okay,
seconds.
because I was like,
It's
this
a
is
10-minute
taking a while.
casting time.
She's gonna stretch back and like be like, all right, well, I guess I better, and like start to scoot back as in to get up and then trigger the rune.
Yep.
So she falls in.
So you trigger her guardian glyph,
Yeah.
which is
Fucking
not-
erupt Earth.
you get pushed back 10 feet and
Yep.
knocked prone. So you like if somebody were to rapidly expand like a hot air balloon and you just get flung up into the air and sploosh into the water.
Belly flop. Hell yeah.
She will get up or swim up and be like, Suna, here. I have something to tell you. It's really important.
She stops laughing and just taking you seriously.
As she should.
Oh, if I knew you had something to say to me, I probably wouldn't have done that. And she like leans over. What's
you
up?
gotta help me get out though. I'm like soaking wet. And then as she reaches for her hand, because I know Suna has a thing about touch, so I want her to like consent to the whole. She's gonna pull her in.
She's like, I can't swim.
Oh my god! And then she will get you out of the water.
What? You like
out of the water.
you go to grab her, she starts laughing again.
Oh my god! She splashes at her.
Yo,
You have me
guys.
actually worried.
This team needs to be founded on trust. We've been pranking each other for days now. It started with the mustache.
How
Then
very
Summer
adult
when
of
she
you,
got me in
Cecily.
the
I
morning.
think I'm gonna relax for a little while.
How deep is this river?
Wow.
Probably 10 or 12 feet. It's pretty deep.
Oh, because Suni can't swim. I forgot about that. He actually can't, but
Ajax would
right.
have helped him out. Ajax would have helped him out.
There's just
He
like a
doesn't
log you're
alone.
floating on.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
your
yeah.
cool
You're
little-
holding on to one of the beams of the bridge right now.
Ajax
so
helps him out for sure.
Like a cat just grabs the scruff of Suni's neck and pulls him out of the
No,
water.
just like,
Ooh.
how do you
where's
all do
Carousel?
that
We'll
anyway?
just chuck her in.
What, swim?
Did you check in?
I said, where's Carousel? We'll just chuck her in.
Oh yeah, we need to get Carousel in there. Okay, wait. Bianca's gonna whisper to Suna so they can plan how to get Carousel in there. I don't have an actual plan, but if we can pull something.
I got an idea.
Secret, secret. Oh,
I feel like
Renchi, come here.
Carousel is she's too smart.
And Bianca's not? Excuse you?
No, Bianca let it happen.
Oh, that's true. Felicity's
First
not.
off, I'm sorry I called you Binky. It just
I'm not.
really looks like that in the scroll.
I get it. There's a lot of B's and N's and K's. Anyway,
Just one of each of those letters.
there's one of each of us trying to be nice.
So Binka. No, I'm kidding.
So Panko.
All right, hold on. I gotta think of. That's not funny because I was gonna say Rosh Hashanah, but that's not funny.
It's farther
Anyway,
away.
what's your plan?
So is Caracilla outside yet? Has she come out to see the commotion, or is she like inside?
No, Caracilla definitely is a. I think she's inside right now.
Oh,
I'll say.
dang it. My plan's ruined.
Okay, she's
Well-
piqued her curiosity and she's starting to move outside.
Blow up the house.
She steps outside the door and says, "So what exactly is going on right now? I see we're all taking a bit of a swim break. Does somebody have a life vest for
So-
Suni?"
Renshi's going to come out of the water, and he's going to be like, and he's going to be closer to the edge, going.
God, he got me with this
Caracella's
this
passive
morning.
insight is 20. I'd like you to make a deception check.
Can you imagine? She's just like, no.
It's not good. guys. My deception is so bad. Eh.
14. She looks at you and says, "I'm going back inside." She turns around. And she's just like,
Kelsey!
she turns around. "What did you just call me?" And she moves up to you.
I said, Kelsey. Oh!
"My name's Caracilla."
And I'm going to face step behind her and push her in.
Your last
Okay.
face step.
Last face step.
No, recharge. She took a long rest. No, it didn't. Never mind.
And I'm just going
Luckily-
to jump in again.
Luckily, her gleaming cloak is still on the. It's still by her
Just
bedside.
ruined all of the gleaming cloak. Just this whole campaign.
All the daggers
gone.
start going
Just
down.
floating
Like,
out.
Oh, come on. It's a legendary
Ajax.
magic item. It can get wet. It's gotta be
Ajax
water
picks up,
right?
picks up the dagger and just looks at it and goes, "It's time."
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Cecily is gonna float over to Suni, or the edge he's at this point, and just be like, look out to the group and just say to him, "I think you did this to them, Suni." I think this all started when you drew a mustache on me. They didn't used to be like this. This used to be our thing. What the fuck is going on out here?
It's polluting everyone else. But you know what? Maybe it's the best way to be. Fight the darkness with fun. Then we will never lose.
Fight the father of lies with tricks and distrust? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we should start being real honest today. That's my plan.
I'll be honest tomorrow, but probably not today.
No. No more pranks, Suni. I mean it. I don't have anything planned.
Nothing?
Nothing at all. I'm not going to trick you. I am going to keep my word. No tricks, no lies, no pranks.
Cecily, you want to make a persuasion or deception check? Make that a private GM roll for me.
Not really, Joe, but I do want to use Mage Hand to push him back in.
Okay.
As he drowns.
So, Suni, unsuspecting, so incredibly intrigued by the words she speaks right now, you try and peer to see if she's lying or
and she'll catch you immediately.
Yeah.
Just like that was pretty good, right?
It was very good.
Yeah.
And he'll splash water into her face.
Ow.
Ow, it was water.
Yeah, but it got in my eyes. She'll go ahead and lift you back up.
Can I anti-cast purify food and water and make the water chlorine filled? And
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
That's cruel.
I know that's not how that works.
That's cruel, man.
Yeah. Turn this into the YMCA.
You hear as everyone's outside, Ajax went inside and started eating. You just hear, "Gods, I missed food."
Oh.
Cecily's about. Oh, Renchi, there's food. We usually eat.
Oh, you guys better hurry up.
And yeah, Cecily's about done. She's gonna like gust to get out of the water and like lift herself up a little bit, like 5 or 10 feet. And as she does that, the water pressure creates like a as she like breaks through the surface and splashes like everybody around her.
Okay.
But yeah, she won't get out.
I think, well, I was gonna say before Suna got out, I think as Bianca and her are wading in the water, Bianca, kind of similar to what a lot of our party members have been doing, is taking in the beauty of everything, and she'll say to Suna, "This is a really beautiful country. I don't think I've taken a moment to admire it since we've been here."
Yeah, it is nice. I have missed home a lot. There was so much good about it. I mean, and she points over here, these stones right there. I mean, look at those rocks. And it's not like, I know it's silly, but those weren't placed there. They were formed naturally. They form a protective barrier for this small stream. I mean, you can see there's so much kelp and gunk that gets stuck on those rocks that allows this water right here to flow cleanly. It's a small thing, but there's so many things like that here. I mean, just wait until you see Akai. It is breathtaking. I mean, rolling valleys and plains full of the most beautiful trees you've ever seen. Magnificent statues hewn from rocks that shot out of the ground.
I can understand how one can grow to love and be fascinated and want to study this beauty. That's definitely not lost on me. How are you coming to terms with what I hope you want to do, even though it must feel like an incredible responsibility as well?
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard because if what Renshi said is right, and that my mom allies herself with, with them, then, what other option is there? You know? And I've always thought about it after what happened. I always thought about what I would do if I could get revenge. But I never thought that I had a good enough reason, you know? Because if I just killed her, then I'm no better than her. But I feel like this changes things, you know?
It does. It gives a lot of validation to what you've already been feeling as well. And I don't think your desire or how you wanted to retaliate to her actions is necessarily an unhealthy feeling. But I'm glad you are choosing to act now rather than in an emotional one. Regardless, it's still your mother, though. But imagine how beautiful this kingdom will be. Not just for you, but for everyone in it. I'd hate to see this all looking around at the nature just erased and sick and corrupted.
You know, the festival in Tutsukage, it's the Tutsuki Matsuri. The festival takes place in the middle of summer because it's the change from summer to autumn. Time of change, the transition out of summer. It's mostly an arts festival. It's something that's really important to the people of Shiroi. Dancing through life is what a lot of them choose to live their life by. Why choose to do something plainly when you can do it with extravagance, color? But for some artists, it's a time for them to draw back, to not be so extravagant. It's a time to find balance, to find harmony. And I think the closer we get to Akai, and I think being back home and seeing what I've seen, I think that it's bringing a lot of balance to me. I think I know what I need to do. I know that I'm gonna need all of you to do it.
We'll be there. I have no doubt. Because I know what it's like to be supported by these people. I can't promise it'll be easy or that you'll question every step of the way. Because, I mean, I still have doubts about the choices I've made, even before the Old Kingdom. But as long as the intentions are good in your heart, good will come. You'll see it.
She kind of nods and smiles and says, I believe you.
And she'll, like, quickly swim down and pick up a little, like, river rock, clean it off, and be like, here, hold on to this for me so that when I need a reminder of the beauty in this moment, I could just come back to you and you can have this little reminder of this moment, of this place. And I feel like you can make sure the longevity of rocks last a little bit better than me. So things tend to get destroyed when I have them, or I lose them, or I have to get rid of them for some deep reason of some sort.
I mean, at least in reference to one of those rocks are pretty hard to break, but yeah, I can hold on to it for you.
You'd be amazed. I'd probably put it in some sort of radiant blast and, you know me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And she'll take the rock. Alrighty. So with that, eventually all of you get out of the water. Hands pruny. Dragonborn hands get pruny? I don't know. No? Okay. All right. Thanks, Cameron. So that's your input on
water long enough anyway.
Yeah. Dragonborn anatomy. Don't get pruny. All right. Good to know. Okay, cool. So with that, all of you sit around the table, finish eating breakfast, and with that, we'll prepare to head out. Headed toward Tutsukage, correct?
Yes. So are we still cast? Because Ajax probably, I mean, we don't have a passport for him. Right?
Ooh, and he looks exactly like the pictures now.
Yeah. So we still need to do, but like, Renshi looks different.
I guess it depends on the shit that our friends got us, though, right? Because that was the thing. Renshi and I were kidnapped.
Yeah, what were the things that we got?
I thought
we got.
we didn't need. Sorry.
Yeah, we got something from Lady Suzuki that she basically said that we wouldn't need to worry about the border checks much at all anymore. But I don't remember the details, and I don't know if two of our people's appearance changing matters.
Yeah, it probably doesn't. I just was thinking more like, are we going to have Carousella cast her spell kind of thing? Like, I don't know who's tracking Caracella's stuff. That's more what I meant. So we got to disguise everybody, except for Renshi.
Ajax has a ring, so he can disguise himself anyway.
Right. That's the thing. We still should be disguising, I guess. So I guess Sherry and
We're all
Valeria
wanted.
lives on.
All right. I will
Wait,
mark
are they
off.
still looking out for Ralph? Is that still a
Yeah,
thing?
don't
Yeah.
be Ralph.
Damn it. I really
Back
fucked
to
up on that one,
Bataille.
didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which-
Yep. I'm back
Wait,
to
what did
Bataille.
you? Tugs and what was
Holes.
poles?
I don't remember what. Here, I got it
Something
somewhere.
like that.
There we go.
Did I have
it
one?
somewhere. Yes, you are Yanks. That's what it was.
Yanks.
That's
Yanks.
Tugs.
Ugs and Yanks. And
I love
Yanks
that you
doesn't have
guessed-
a tongue.
I love that you guessed polls because you remembered the bit but not the name. Polls.
Okay.
Oh god.
Alrighty. So with that, you all will leave the Whispering Falls Inn, back out into the city of Kazenaka. And as all of you prepare to leave the karst city behind, the roaring waterfalls that frame out the entire city, you head to the city exit that leads eastward towards the bridge that leads across the massive chasm that that will take you to Lower Tsutsukage. And at that moment, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back at, let's say, 46, whatever your hour, 46, just a 5-minute break. And we will be right back. Thank you so much, and BRB.
Bye for now, Cupcake.
Back. We are back. Sadly, Evan had to step away. Do this. Oh wow, I can't actually use that anymore. Evan had to step away. This is really bugging me. That my head is
Children's stuff.
My head is being cut off. Yes, he had to go handle some things, so he will not be here for the rest of the session. But we're gonna press forward anyway, per his request. So, our group of adventurers, they leave the city of Kazinaka now. And they begin the long walk and various gondola rides across the chasms to Tsukage. Let's go ahead and move you here. So, you all can hear the roaring waterfalls. You can see the sun cutting through the clouds in the sky as the magical anchors locking on to these loose chains sort of glide down and over these cliff sides. As for probably, you walk for maybe 3 or 4 hours until eventually you get to the lift station where the gondolas begin, and then you begin the ride. And just as it was told to you, you show your passes to the guards, and there's no need to roleplay. They immediately excuse you and let you through. They give you priority access to the gondolas, and you begin your sail across. So,
once we're in a gondola, are disguises necessary?
No.
Okay. Cool. You were all spared, Sherry and Loraria.
So, with that, within the gondolas, you sail across. It's about a 2-hour journey, so all in all, you'll probably end up getting to Lower Tsukage around noon. So you still have maybe an hour left in your journey across. If there was anything all of you wanted to talk about in particular, one thing Suna would start a conversation as all of you load in and get far enough away from the platform and say, so what exactly is the plan in Tsukage? There's the assassination attempt of Father Toroshi, but Father Toroshi is a dark friend of the sword. He's working for Malice, right?
Right.
So then, what's the plan?
Well, and now correct me if I'm wrong because I may be misremembering. Didn't somebody tell us that the assassination attempt may just be rumors and not even like for real?
Yes, that was Carasilla's commanding officer. I forget her name. Anira Rosebloom.
Okay, that's what I thought,
Yeah.
because it was like our necromancer friend said that that was happening, but then our other friend said it wasn't happening.
Mm-hmm.
So Bianca will say, well, maybe we should first find out for sure if this supposed attempt is happening. And then, I mean, if he is a dark friend working for Malice, even though Malice is a dark friend that works kind of independently, we may just need to focus on gathering information first to make a better educated plan, because I guess gut reaction would be to help this assassination attempt go through. If it's a dark friend, he's got to go, right?
Unless whoever takes his place when he's killed isn't any better. Who would that be?
It seems like our first order of business should be gathering information. All of us are talking about this as if we know. We clearly do not.
One thing I will say that I do know is, Cecil, the two people that you spoke with that got us these passes, Lady Suzuki and Master Tanaka,
Hiroshi, wasn't it? Oh.
Master Hiroshi, yes. The two of them are very well respected, and I can only assume that their power in the clan has grown stronger. I mean, if you trust the two of them, I mean, I do, considering what they were able to do for us. We could perhaps try to encourage them to pursue a leadership position if something were to happen to Father Toroshi. I could maybe do some investigating on my own. With the pass, I feel a little more confident now. I could see if I can find any more information about people who might vie for that particular position, and then report back. Perhaps Carousella and I could do that?
But there's nobody, like, already lined up, you're saying?
No, typically with Shiroi, it's something that's chosen at this festival. So Father Toroshi is the de facto head. He has been for a while, and this would either be his coronation, or it would be a moment where somebody makes their claim, and then the people vote. They choose.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
DM question.
Yeah.
So, in Adarashi, the current leader, is it considered treason if you're going around saying like, "Oh yeah, we should overthrow this leader. You should be the next leader"? Is that considered treason, or is that considered like just politics?
It's not treason because nobody is the leader of Clan Shiroi yet. Because the thing is, Adarashi is considered a singular entity, but the people who live there know that that's not the truth. Like Shiroi, Obokami, and Akai, they all exist separately. So going to somebody like, for in this example, going to, Hiroshi and saying, I think you should be leader, that's not treason. That's just encouraging him to pursue a lawful claim that he has on that leadership position.
Okay.
Kind of like saying you should run for mayor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I just didn't want. I wanted to be sure that we weren't going around going, "Hey, you should be the leader," and then it starts getting around like, "Hey, they're trying to overthrow the leader."
Yeah. Yeah. At the Festival of the Moon, the festival you're all attending, then is the time to elect yourself and nominate yourself. So nothing illegal going on your end. I mean, aside from being outlaws.
I mean,
Right.
Right. So, I mean, we could... Sorry, it's kind of out of character, so I'll wrap it up and put it in character. So, assassination attempt or not, we could just kind of run a campaign for either Lady Suzuki or Hiroshi to become the next leader, right? And maybe hopefully have a successful... Yeah? What did I do? People are laughing.
Cameron's cat is attacking the tree.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Well, what if...
A menace. Anyway. But yeah, she suggests, what if
Right, no.
we run a campaign?
What if we had two committees? That's a politics word, right, Bianca? Committees? Yeah. Okay, so what if we had two committees? We had a Find Dark Friends committee and a Campaign for a Person committee, so that we can all appeal to our own strengths. Because I think we got to do both, right?
My strengths would definitely be finding dark friends.
Yeah.
I think both are important, but I also think, just doing one and not the other is
Yeah.
probably
'cause
not going to work out.
How many days till the festival officially? Oh yeah, wait, a campaign within a few days may not work. I mean, I don't know how fast politics moves here, but
Here's
we're a little
Well-
late in the game.
The people who were voting are here. So, it is tomorrow night. So you would have the rest of today when you get there from, 10 or from noon until night. And then you would have all day tomorrow to do it as well until sundown on the 11th.
Wow. Okay, yeah,
And-
2 parties sounds like a great idea. I thought we had I don't know why in my head I thought we had a week.
Well,
Remind
good
me
news
again.
is,
Okay, go ahead.
good news is, a couple of prisoners Renshi and I ended up with. You remember that part, right?
Yep.
I want to ask that for purposes. I know he's not here.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of remember some of it. Broad strokes.
Okay, well, our 2 friends from that are, as far as I can tell, they're already kind of popular, so at least people would know their name. Maybe there's some. I remember back in Water's Wake when we had elections, not that I voted or believed that they actually did anything, but when we had elections, there would always be adults who didn't have anybody picked until the last day anyway, because they kind of blew it off. So if we can tap into the blow-off crowd, I think we can get them with a popular person.
Remind me one more time. The current guy who's being voted is set to be the leader. You said there's no leader, but there's a guy that's set to be voted in as.
Yeah,
right?
so if somebody passes or dies or worst case scenario is assassinated before this festival, they typically choose a temporary person. The other powerful clans people choose a person, and Father Taroshi was chosen. And most people are probably just going to vote for him because he hasn't been doing a bad job being leader up until this point.
Okay,
the
so he's the one who's
Yeah.
supposedly going to get assassinated,
Correct.
right? And then there's a runner-up that is a dark friend. That's
There
putting
that
the
hasn't
assassination out.
that hasn't been confirmed yet. It's just the assumption that if Taroshi dies, that there would be a dark friend there to swoop in.
Swoop in. Okay. That's where I was confused. It's is there someone that we already know is swooping in or not swooping in? Okay. So Ajax will say,
As I said, I believe that we need to figure out exactly, even though we do not have much time, if the plot is real, for one. For two, how we can stop the assassination.
Why are we stopping it if they're assassinating a dark friend?
I thought we just said that the guy wasn't a dark friend, that they were hoping a dark friend would swoop in after assassinating the guy.
No,
Who's being voted
Taroshi's
in.
a dark friend.
I'm dumb.
And we are
This is why I don't do
assuming-
politics.
No. So, without our interference, we are assuming that this dark friend, Father Taroshi, if he gets assassinated, will have a dark friend follow up. But we don't know that. We just know for a fact that he is supposed to be the next mayor, air quotes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we want to put in some candidates that people could vote in. And then if there's an assassination attempt, Bianca's suggesting maybe we just learn about it and stay out of their way. And let them attempt. Because he's a dark friend. Unless this assassination attempt has some other dark friend. We should know what's going on there, I guess is what Bianca was suggesting. Kind of know what's going on, but if they're trying to kill a dark friend, why should we get in their way is kind of what she's thinking, so. All right, we're getting nods and thumbs up. So the other thing I was gonna suggest is to even our odds, or make our odds, it could be in our favor, it could be technically against, because it may split up the votes a little bit too much. But I was thinking we could have both Lady Suzuki and Hiroshi run. Put their hats in the ring. But that may split the vote too much out of their favor. I don't know. So maybe it'd be better just to pick the one that's the most favorable. But that was the other idea I had, is just have both of them run.
Right.
Is there a vice clan leader?
I'll take that as a no. Typically, when you ask a question and somebody just laughs, the implication is no.
You got that right. No, there's typically only one. Now, granted, all of the clans people, they have a say, but it's the clan leader that makes the final decision. So, you know, even if somebody doesn't like win, they still have sway. And I would say Suna would even say, if someone can see that they're losing and that they won't win, they can choose to concede their votes to another clan leader, saying that if people trust me, then they should trust my opinion that I trust this person.
Oh, well then maybe that is the way to go then. Have both of them run and then hopefully they can swoop in and save the day, so. So I guess that's our plan. Learn more and
Do
hopefully
nothing.
convince Lady Suzuki, and it's also assuming both of them want to run. What if neither? I feel like at least one of them would want to run, and then we help them campaign a little bit. And
Right.
And I try to find dark friends.
yeah, what is our group split up? What is the campaign squad and what
Well,
is the Dark Friends squad?
Carasilla and Bianca and Suna. I feel like you're all natural fits for the campaign group. Renshi, I would have said you were a fit yesterday. Maybe you're the dark friend finding group now.
Nah.
I mean, if you're confident.
I am.
Renshi, we will be fighting things. They'll be talking to people.
Potentially.
Yeah, but I feel like Binky could use some help, so I feel like I gotta be there, you know?
Fair.
And plus, like I said, I think it's best if Suna says, I think it's best if Carasilla and I investigate the assassination plot to see if there's any water that holds there. So that way we know if Father Taroshi is something we're going to have to deal with, or if it's something that will be dealt with on its own. Because if nothing happens to Father Taroshi, neither one of these candidates are going to take his place. I love what Lady Suzuki does, and Hiroshi has done great things for Shiroi. But neither of them have been ruling over the clans for, at least from what I heard in Namiora, the past 4 months.
Well, you know what, actually? This might be a pretty good split. We have a queen and a monastery leader of a big deal organization religion thing going to do the campaigning. And then we got you two hunting for the assassination. And then me and two divine people looking for the dark friends.
I
I feel like
request
that works out.
a little bit of Carasella's bardic inspiration next session, please. We're not neither of us are charismatic. I just want to put that out there. You put two not charismatic people. Like, look, she's a queen, but she wasn't good at it. Like the whole.
You guys aren't running for office. You're knocking on doors.
You need the intelligence and cultural knowledge to convince charismatic people to make checks.
Okay, sure. We'll give it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put it out there. As long as we're all comfortable with
Would
me
you feel
and
better if Sunny
Evan.
went with y'all?
I mean, I was gonna say maybe Renshi with you two and Suni with
Swap 'em.
Bianca. Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Except, are you gonna be Tugs? That was the other thing I was thinking. 'Cause
Well, we do
Tugs
need to
doesn't
be
talk.
disguised, don't we?
I don't
in the
know,
city.
because Tutsukage is a very big place, and it is probably the area that is furthest away from Empress Suen Sui. So you guys might be able to show up as yourselves. You'll have people that will kind of look down on you, but you'll have people that'll really put some stock in what you're saying because you are who you are. So it's
You
a
can fuck
double-edged
around and
sword.
find out.
Yeah.
But it aren't.
That never goes wrong.
But the thing is, the investors are saying that. Okay, the only thing I'm worried about with that is literally the investors, which has like at least sway over half the population, are saying that like our government, our council, is like the what was it? A terrorist group, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I vote against that. I don't think this is a good move because that can go very south very fast.
Does seeming or whatever the spell is called need Carasilla to be near us for it to continue to work?
No, I don't think
I
so.
believe so.
Okay.
I think it's just the initial casting and then it's concentration.
I
You
can
could
still
also-
be Tugs. I doubt any of these people are going to be like, wait a minute, aren't you that little
That's true.
lizard thing that couldn't say anything with the word Tugs?
I was gonna say, you could be Tugs and just talk.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
It comes with the costume, you know. If you're Tugs, you just can't talk. You just say
Turn me
Tugs.
into a different metallic dragonborn or something.
Yeah, that
that
different
works.
metallic dragonborn that we have the sway.
Yeah.
Make
Mhm.
me a gold boy.
A gold boy.
All right, Sherry and Loraria's hunting for dark friends then.
So okay, so Carasilla, Suna are checking into the plot.
Yeah.
Right. Bianca and Suni are going door to door. Hey, vote for our person. Right.
Yeah.
And then Renchi, Ajax, and Cecily are hammer time.
Yes.
Spear time.
Well,
Spear.
Spear time.
if you guys could maybe,
Justice.
look into it at first,
And then justice.
if it requires it,
Cone of Cold on
Bad idea.
Tsutsukage.
this is a bad idea.
Justice.
I attacked the city gate.
Because it's only 3 of you
Only.
at the time when
There's
please
only
don't-
2 of you.
We're not fighting,
We're not.
Yeah,
either.
you never know.
Swaying the public. That's a lot of people.
Joe.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I'm falling apart.
I think you're doing great.
Okay.
You know, John and I are saying this to make this happen. You understand?
Yeah.
This is not. We know.
I don't know.
that-
I don't know. See, I trust you, Mark. I don't trust John because
Trust
John
John.
was about to split the skull open of some poor defenseless guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it. Well, hey, I'm not
Not
evil
anymore.
anymore, guys.
Right.
I am
Mhm.
Won't do it anymore.
justice.
Justice. All right.
All right.
Are you
And then
going
I
to
don't know what
Yanks?
Renchi's attitude's gonna be. We just met this new Renchi,
Divine
so.
retribution. Is what-
All right, Bianca's gonna look to Cecily and be like, somehow, I need you to be the rock, okay? Please.
hey, don't transfer this over to Ajax. Ajax is wise, all right?
You're telling me I'm the adult here?
Eventually, read the room, but maybe.
They'll read this very small room. Just look
Renchi, are
around.
you ready to have
I meant
fun
read the
and
room in the
deal out
moment.
justice?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she's gonna like hang her head and be like, "Oh fuck, B, you're right."
What'd you say earlier? Divine retribution.
Oh, I'm not
I
ready.
was sent by Paylor.
He draws an imaginary sword.
oh my
Ajax draws a real sword.
All right. With all that set aside, I've got some messages to send. Carasilla hands. Now, since we're all here this time, if anybody wants me to say anything, I can make it happen. I got 2
God. Who are
people
you
to message.
messaging?
I got patience, Bianca. I have 2 people to message. One
Stop
of them is
mothering
Tyr.
me, Cecily.
You told her she's the adult.
One of
I
them,
did say that.
guys, one of them is Tyr. The other one is Poe, because I think it's reasonable that we have questions about the whole sword thing. So, Tyr first, I just want to tell him that, peace stuff worked with Thrud, and that she's seems kind of harmless. So, anybody have anything else they want me to say to Tyr? Anything at all. It can be dumb. He'll take it.
I'm good.
Suni, nothing? I can tell you want to ask something dumb.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Why is he tall and you're short?
That is
Now that's a good question. Ask him if trees get bored.
You
do
told
his
me that they
flowers
don't,
say?
though. Well, what would he?
It's true.
What? Okay. This is a
What
lot
does
of stuff.
Tyr think?
How tall is he?
Well, about 2 of me tall and
Has he
about
fought
3 of me
Thor?
wide. This is a lot. I'm gonna submit a couple of these at a time, and then we'll see how much Carasilla puts up with this.
You asked.
All right. Hands. And she'll, through Carasilla, take away all of her spell slots, please. Every single one.
Wait, before we do, are we gonna get another long rest before the festival?
Before the festival, yeah, you will.
Okay, then cool. Have at it.
I said all of them. But
Give them to me.
take them all. But she'll grab and message to Tyr back at Alaric's place. That's his name, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Grab Carasova's hands. Yo. Things worked with Thrud. Think she's on our side. She's headed back to Fjordaleth. Suni wants to know if you think trees get bored. Renshi wants to know why you're so tall and I'm so short. That's it. just send that. I didn't count words.
I think you're right under.
Sure.
So. Tyr. Huh? And then he responds, "That is good to hear. Hopefully, the future conversations will go well then. I don't think they get bored." He can't elaborate any further because he only has 6 words left. You simply haven't hit growth spurt yet. There you go. Growth spurt's one word.
Sure. I haven't hit my growth spurt? I'm getting another one of those? Nice.
Remember when you like aged up like a while ago and you got like really tall out of nowhere? You're still not as tall as you were back then.
I
That
got
happened?
taller. Yeah, it was a time travel thing. And listen, Suni, I got a little taller than you, and I hate to say it, but that's not too tall.
Yeah, whatever.
Ouch.
Well, then we're both small.
Damn.
Look at the
I'm
crowd.
not small. I'm medium.
Okay, well then I'm smedium, okay? I'm right there with you.
Where's all this hostility coming from?
You know what? You're right. Just
Oh.
pull down.
It's been there.
I'm glad.
Oh,
I'm glad he agrees with you on the trees. That's what really matters. Alright. Carasilla hands. We gotta ask Poe now if he knows anything about making a sword. Well, specifically that one.
Ajax leans over to Bianca and says,
she's just calling him because she wants to, right?
Oh yeah. No.
Joe, this gondola's like 3 feet wide, right?
Oh yeah, you can hear it all.
"Nuh-uh."
Oh well, with that logic, not a peep.
Is it something you want me to be able to hear, John? That's really what matters.
I feel like Ajax is not stealthy.
Okay.
Surprising that he is a cat.
So she'll, well holding Carasilla's hands, just slowly turn over to the 2 of you. You have any questions?
No.
None.
No questions, but a comment. I need you to tell Poe that I am a way better paladin than he is.
Okay. Hands. Poe, just heard you made a sword 3,000 years ago. It's called Season's Edge. What the fuck, man? Suni says he's a better paladin than you. He made me say it.
Immediate response. Okay, well, you know what? You know what you can tell Suni, actually, Cecily? You know, for one, it's not even okay to compare the two, because being a paladin is about who's better or who's not. It's about bringing light and joy and protecting people, and that's where the message cuts off.
That fucking idiot. Okay.
You get another message from a new source just a couple seconds later that says, I realize I made a mistake. I asked Varnast if he could do this. He seems angry. So to keep the answer short, old me did. Inherently very confusing, Cecily.
Yep.
You get another message. Like a
So
whisper.
she's like scrunched face, like, I don't know how to. And then just kneels back down.
Even more meek in voice. I'm really bad at this. Varnast is very upset with me. Older me made it. We talked a lot after he found me. He made a lot of stuff.
So
you hear Varnast very far away in another, wherever they're at. Varnast goes, and that's the last one you get, Poe. Okay, I need to save these spell slots. I'm not even gonna try and hide it, what it is. Okay, you if you want to talk to your girlfriend, you need to find some other way to do it. Okay? Yeah, Varnast. No problem.
They just leave the phone on? They just they forgot to
No,
take it
no,
off.
no.
So
That's
just-
Cecily doesn't hear that. It's just all of you see that.
Oh.
As Alec is like sharpening her
Varnast is
sword,
like
petting
this.
Doglin, and Varnast is like
Aw.
wagging a finger at him.
I just
You can
imagine
see-
He'll never
Varnast's
rest.
hand is just open like a phone, just like telling him and forgetting he's got
You can also, you can't, it's just so funny to me. You can see Torin go, well, hey, he just wants to talk to his girlfriend. What's the problem with that? And Zamir goes, I agree, darling. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let the young boy love
Poe's face is
Varnast.
just like
Please.
purple.
It's pale.
Varnast goes, no, 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 no.
Oh, come on.
All right, that's it. That's it. That's enough.
But we didn't get any of that.
No, you guys didn't get any of that. That's
Okay.
Come on. He's got his hand open.
Okay. So
you hear a
she'll-
little bit over the wind, Cecily.
Cool. She catches a little bit. Okay. So remember what I was trying to say last night? I think I was right. He didn't make it yet. Older him made it, and he doesn't remember doing it yet because the old him and the young him are still separate, I think. So he's only heard about it. Doesn't remember doing it. Also, Suni he's insisted that he's better, but he talked over the word limit, so I didn't hear his argument, really.
How is it that almost every other week, there is a new bit of information about all of you that I didn't know before, like time travel.
Yeah.
I feel like we did tell Ajax about time traveling, didn't we?
No. I try not to think too hard about it. It kind of freaks me out that we
He's
did
got
that.
Memory loss. He's old.
All right. Well, that was my message time. Glad we all got what we wanted.
Didn't you say you had a third person?
I don't think I did. Should I come up with a third person?
No, you don't need to. Caracilla says, no, I don't think you need to. She recoils her hands.
Rolls up her sleeves. Well, all right. That's that. I mean,
Okay.
we're sure we don't have anything to ask anybody?
I don't think so. I mean, we can't reach out to Keothi. That's the only other pin I can think that. Yeah. I think I'm good.
Caracilla kind of shut it down anyways, so.
That's true. We're out of quarters.
I mean, if you're making donations.
We need you to have all of the resources.
Oh, a little late for that, but I know what you mean.
Well, most.
All right, fine. No, I just wanted to check in on Time Boy. My bad.
Your time, boy?
Time boy.
What does your mean? I don't know.
They
Do you
made that
own
in
him?
My Poe.
Cameron, don't you ever fucking say that again, I swear to God.
What did I miss?
We don't need to talk about it. Cameron
Okay.
knows what he did.
But no, Cecily will just... I don't know. My Poe, our Poe, you know, whatever.
My Poe.
Ajax looks at the gondola.
This place is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And she will do the same.
It's a nice reminder of the simple pleasures in life. The breeze and the water and the sun. All very nice.
You are very correct, Sumi.
Okay. So, as all of you continue to ride the gondola, you can see the city of Tutskage begin to form on the horizon. You're still maybe 20, 30 minutes away, but you can begin to see the city form. A city hewn in half, one half lying within the karst itself, carved from rock and stone, a waterfall and river carving through the middle of it that it's built around. And then the top half, a 4 or 5 karsts that were closely clustered together. Looks as though they've had the tops chopped off by a giant, where the city is built upon flat stone. As you see it, Suni, your vision drifts as you look out in the sky, taking in the beauty, feeling the wind from the window of the gondola pass by your face. There is a serenity of nature here. There is something so beautiful that you can't help but get lost in a bit. You're not sure if you're daydreaming or if it's something more, but it's no longer a gondola you're in. You feel light. You're floating. You're flying. You can feel the wind brush against your face so strong. You're going so fast. You feel yourself curve around one of the karsts, swooping down and around and up, piercing through the clouds. You feel so light, so free. There's no cities, though. There's no people, there's no gondolas. You fly. You land atop one of the cars, and you rest. You feel your 4 limbs clasp onto the rock. The wings at your side collapse in. You breathe in clean air. You are at peace. You feel your wings shake a bit, and you feel a familiar presence, a warmth. Another pair of wings you can hear flapping in the distance. You can feel a smile curl across that draconic face. It's time to dance. As you sort of snap out of it, you shake your head, you're back in the gondola looking around for a moment. You shiver. A daydream, probably. Or maybe something more. All of you can see Suni jump a little bit, but you're not sure if it was because he was nodding off or something more.
You okay, Suni?
Oh, yeah. Just feeling the breeze and remembering things from lifetimes ago, I suppose.
Well, it doesn't sound as casual as you tried to make it.
Well, I don't know if I was just daydreaming or catching a glimpse at something else, but I think, the first, or at least one of the first Sunnis, flying and feeling the breeze and seeing Sultana. But that was it. A good vision this time, I suppose.
That's good. At least.
Man, I wish I had wings.
I guess you technically could. If you used to, right?
Huh. And everyone can see a little thought bubble cloud appear above Suni's head, and it shows him with these, like, really massive, like, hardcore dragon wings. And he just goes, yeah.
Alrighty. So as all of you close the approach, you are so near to Tsukage. You now see the city in all of its grandeur. The thing that is most interesting to you as you approach, however, is you can see not gondolas, these small ships in the air floating towards Tsukage. You can see the bottom ends of the ship thrumming with these bright, magical crystals. Suni, you recognize those. Those are large chunks of ryanite, the same crystals that power your blades. Airships. You see them flying and floating in, docking in Tsukage. You can see various clan members of Clan Shiroi getting off. And you can see one individual in particular stands out. Maybe returning from some important mission elsewhere in Shiroi. But you see the man you believe to be Father Taroshi as Suna points him out, thinking that that's the same man that she knew long ago. You can see that he's flanked at each one of the four corners near him, in front of him, behind him, to his left and to his right, by four massive guards wearing full plate armor, masks covering their face. And you can see there are these large tusks that jut out of the mask, very similar to the mask Suni currently has hovering over his face. Each one decorated in a different color. The plate and armor they wear stays the same, but the ribbon coming off of the hilts of their blade are different. One is green, one is red, one is orange, and the other is gold. And for those of you with extra high passive perception, probably Carasilla would be the first one to point it out. Every once in a while, as you approach, a gold coin falls off the individual with a gold hilt. Always stopping to pick it up, though. Never leaving it behind. As you believe that if this is Father Taroshi, and if that is who you think it is, he's probably flanked by the four remaining Oni. So if you are to deal with Father Taroshi, if no one else is up to the task, you're in for a fight. So as you approach Tutsukage, let's go ahead and see what the city looks like. The first thing you see is Upper Tutsukage, the portion of the city that is on top of the karst. A massive, sprawling city. Tens of thousands of people live here. You can see the descent below is terrifying. For those of you that have a fear of heights, never going near the edge, not going within 150 feet of it if you can stand it, because it is such a far drop, you don't even see the ground. This is what you see as you approach. But as you get to the main bridge down here at the bottom, the gondola dips down into the earth. As you enter the lower city of Tutsukage. Ooh, and you guys cannot see it. Pop, pop, pop. There you go. You can see the inner city, the lower city of Tutsukage, the area where most common people stay. Another tens of thousands, probably closer to 100,000 people live. This massive, sprawling metropolis carved into a karst, hewn in two, the massive river that splits between it, and a multitude of bridges gauging the two gaps. As all of you approach, seeming is cast once more, and then begins the unloading process. All of you exit from the gondola near the station where you load off on, right here by number 5. As you unload, you can see that you are unloading in the Crescent Arena. Now, this is just the entrance of the arena, and this is right where you're getting off, and you can hear crowds chanting and cheering. As you just barely peek over, you can see this large arena exposed to the air. No railing along the backside. You can see rivers and water pathways cut through the arena. Right now, there are two individuals, light and flowing in their fighting patterns, like a dance. They clash swords. They push each other back and forth, closer to the edge, preparing to knock one or the other off. It is a death-defying battle. The crowd cheers and exclaims, cheering for their patron to win. The Crescent Arena. But you can see that as they get to the end, eventually there is a blow from the pommel of one of the blades, slamming into the face of one of the other fighters. You can see he slowly trips back and is about to fall off the edge. His sword falls out of his hand, and the individual he was fighting, she grabs on to the collar of his shirt and pulls him back. As the fighter drops to his knees and presents a dagger off to his side. She presents the dagger to the audience, and she's declared winner. An honorable fight in the Crescent Arena. There are a few places to stay within Tutsukage, but that's something you'll have to figure out next week. As all of you finally enter this magnificent, sprawling city, making your way down the cobbled steps, you can see that many people gather in this central area down here. Surrounding this entire place is the arts. You see painters, you see sculptors, you see bards, you see gleemen. I mean, people wearing these multicolored cloaks, not just 1 or 2, but 7 or 8. All of these people dressed in decadence, embracing the arts. You see dancers with streamers. You see individuals banging on drums. You see people whittling and carving. Blacksmiths that aren't just forging weapons of war. They treat the forging of steel with the same dexterity and care that a painter treats an easel. It is beautiful to see so many people so hard at work exercising their passions. You see poets reciting poetry. You see writers writing in their books. The arts alive in this area of the city. It can't help but make you a little creatively charged. You can see there's a central podium, this almost amphitheater-like structure as all of you enter, and just sort of forced to enter by the amount of people that are rushing into here. You hear whispers. Father Taroshi just arrived. He's preparing to speak, to welcome all newcomers to the city of Tutsukage, preparing to start the festival. It starts the day before and goes all the way into the night. But the festivities, the period to create art, to find balance, begins now. As all of you, I'm assuming, follow the crowd?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. So all of you follow the crowd. And as you do, you can hear the rivers growing much louder, cutting through this amphitheater. And you can... What's going on over here? Oh my goodness, hello, Furby Overload 64. Thank you so much for the cheers. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. I heard something and I was like, oh, what the heck? Oh, well, thank you so much. That's awesome. So, as you all are entering into the amphitheater, you can see the same man that you saw exit with what you believe to be the Oni. Still dressed in their decadent plate armor, still ready to protect him at a moment's notice. He stands there. He's an older man, but he has this youthfulness to him. A short, trimmed goatee and mustache, longer hair braided in the middle, wearing robes of gold and black and purple. A man of decadence, but a man with stage presence as well. As people enter, they come to a hush. All that can be heard is the sounds, faintly, of nature, from the various trees and forests that have been planted in this karst, the roaring of the river, and the wind that every once in a while passes through the city carved from the karst. As Father Taroshi begins to speak, his voice booms, so thousands and thousands of people can hear it that have crowded into this area, arriving in the city just in time. He begins to speak. Loyal citizens, and honored guests of Tutsukage. Under the watchful gaze of the celestial moon, we gather tonight. We gather tomorrow and tomorrow night to celebrate Tsuki Matsuri as the moon rises to its zenith. Tomorrow night, let its silver light remind us of the enduring bond between the heavens and the beloved clan Shiroi. It is in its glow we find inspiration for our art, courage in our hearts, and harmony in our souls. As those lanterns ascend, carrying our hopes and dreams, let us embrace the unity and prosperity they symbolize. May this festival be a testament to the enduring spirit of our people and to the benevolent guidance of the moon. Together, under the moon's embrace, let us dance, let us sing, let us revel in the magic of this moment. May its radiance illuminate our path and our city's future. Happy Tutsi Matsuri, one and all. As with that, the audience cheers as music begins to play. As the festival of the moon has begun. As all of you land in Tutsukage, you can see Father Toroshi is there, guarded by Oni. You have your work cut out for you to find these potential assassins, to discover any other dark friends potentially trying to usurp Father Toroshi in this pivotal moment, and to rally your own party to support, well, hopefully someone that is not a dark friend. So, with that, as much as it pains me to say it, that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. So thank you all so much for playing. Had a great time this session. It was so fun and so silly at the beginning. And I'm glad that it kind of maintained that tone all the way through with some very, very sweet moments. And yeah, Furby Overload, always 1,000. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, that is so nice. Thank you so much. Oh God. Well, that's just great. Thank you so much. That is awesome. That's fantastic. Yeah. So, we're always having fun here at Roll with Advantage. We do quite a few streams weekly. We also have the YouTube channel where they all go. There's advice videos. There's a whole bunch of stuff there if you're interested in D&D stuff. There's a lot of good stuff there. Tomorrow we have the Tales of Everind, which will be a lot of fun. I am not the DM for that. That is John, actually, with the hat over there. So he's the DM for that one. I am a player though. It's a lot of fun. Aren't we heading to the Rift next session? Anyway, if you want to check it out, you can check it out tomorrow. It's going to be a fun time. It's we'll see. It's a really, really good time. Typically on Saturdays, we have the Isles of Avarian, who's currently in the 9 Hells, trying to get Devils to sign a contract to support their pick for Overlord of the 9 Hells. Sadly, it's on a little bit of a 2-week hiatus because just, weekends are always hard. D&D is always difficult, but we find a way to keep going with it. And of course, next Tuesday for the Salamander Coast.
Oh my God.
So thank you. Oh my golly jeepers. Thank you so much.
Are they still going?
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
50 cheers.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Furby Overload? Overlord. Oh, Overlord. I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
What do you want to happen next session at Everin? Because I'll do it for you, Furby. I'll bother John.
Wait, hold on.
Anything. Any request.
All right, what monster do you want to fight the party tomorrow?
No. This is Hey, don't copy my gift.
I just did.
You get one shot.
No.
Let's see what it is.
Opportunity.
Nat 20 for the first monster.
Aww.
They're not fighting monsters tomorrow.
Damn it.
You know what? Hey, next time they fight
mean, at
something in
this
this
point-
one, I got you.
now I
Joe
have to put a
always gets
monster in
nat
there.
20s.
Yeah, I'm a lucky person. So lucky. Well, Furby Overlord. If
Join our Discord.
oh yeah, I always forget. Is the bot working?
How do you? Is it Discord?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, we have the
Discord.
we have the Discord. If you use Discord,
We also got some other stuff going on, right? Other than
yeah.
just
Oh my
campaigns, we
goodness.
got-
Yeah. Sorry, it's so late. I'm draining.
Same.
So we actually just because got to share it anytime we can. We are making a card game actually based off the World of Illica. It's my homebrew world. It's called Kingdoms and Castles. And there's some really cool stuff about that. We just did a video on the channel. It was roll call talking about one of the players who's not currently here, Evan. And we played Kingdoms and Castles, and it's like Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, and Gwent had a baby. And it's a fantasy, and it's a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of it. I made it though, so I'm biased, but everybody else says it's fun too. And my friends don't typically lie to me, so I think we're.
I never have lied to you, Joe. Not once.
Never have lied to you in your life.
And then Felicity and I actually are writing a book, actually a series of books based off the campaigns. So, and that's something we hope to do something with in like March, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
we're hoping to have
Mhm.
stuff TBD for like the full public, but like
Yeah,
maybe sometime in 2024 actually have a published book, maybe.
which would be pretty cool.
And this audio version.
Yeah, there's
There will
we're
be. Yep.
we also have like if you
narration.
I'm sure that if you're here you probably play a lot of D&D, so we also have like I don't know, you seem like a pretty cool guy, you probably know everything. Person, let me say that, you seem like a pretty cool person, so you know you probably don't need any advice, but if you are looking for advice, we also do advice videos on the YouTube channel, so got a cool one from Mark coming on Sunday. But that's enough. We've plugged things enough. You've been fantastic.
Plug's over.
We don't need to advertise for you anymore. Exactly, sunglass emoji. I absolutely agree. That's how I picture you. Just fucking cool as
Just
shit.
cool.
Just cool. Well, thank you so much,
It's
everybody.
late.
Oh shit, yeah, get in
Heck
that
yeah.
Discord, homie. Let's
Heck
go. Okay. Well, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it, especially for Furby Overlord 64. Herbalicious.
Yeah, everyone else.
Thanks so much. You're fantastic. They're not going to join the Discord now. I said that. That's okay. I don't blame you. Thank you so much for watching. We got a lot of this stuff. Excited to have you there. Cool. All right. It's late. Farewell. Good night. And we'll see you next time.